Yeah, it's Farrell, and it's Mecha Monday today, which must mean that I must be playing some more BattleTech. That's right, we are back in the game, and I have only just gotten launched because, well, when we go back into campaign mode, just to give you a little bit of comparison of what I've been doing lately, you're going to see that I've got a brand new career that I kicked off that's only 74 days in. I'm having some pretty good luck with that one. It's really tempting to switch over to it, to be honest. Um, Thugboat's campaign, which is the one that we've got on the stream here, that's just a little over a year. And then we've got Lockdown, who has been parading around the Inner Sphere for about 4 years now. That's the one where I was having all the problems with the setup and everything for that one mission that was proving impossible to beat. Well, I've had a couple more since then, and they've been a little so-so. But I'm managing to proceed pretty smoothly on that. It sounds like I'm buying time and rattling lots of things in the backgrounds, because I am. I kind of started a little under the gun today. So hopefully I have everything properly set up. Windows also decided it was going to change all of my audio IDs around, so everything is now completely broken again. So I am in the process of making sure that that is still working right, which it darn well better be. So let's get started with Lockdown's career here. We're going to go ahead and load up. The Aftermath episode for the last stream came out yesterday. Apologies for the late drop on that. I had a little bit of a video that I have been working on for tomorrow night that needed to have a bit more extra work done on it that kind of took precedence. So apologies if you haven't checked that. You didn't miss much. I ran another mission and more or less took on some heavy mechs on the side of a very big mountain. It was a pretty challenging map. I've seen that one again in one of my other playthroughs. So, definitely a good one to catch if you haven't seen it yet. Alright, enough buying time. Hello, Star Commander. We are back on Lockdown's Lancers. Where we left off. Well, let's see. Gotta make sure I remember who I've got left at this point. I do have, no, this is not the right campaign. This is my other campaign. Yeah, I'm really on the ball today. I'm sorry, guys. This is just to show you where I'm at in that campaign at this point. Almost 3 perfect 10 gunners. But yeah, what do you say we actually load the right campaign? That's a fully kitted out Argo I've got in the background there too. I've actually got everything added on it. Which is so much... Come on. For some reason, I don't know why when you go into campaign, it doesn't hit the load button immediately, which is kind of annoying. Let's get Thugboat. Thank you, Thugboat. Weldry, please. What a way to start off. This has just been one of those days with a lot of little weird things happening. And that kind of kept me at work a bit late, so kind of kicking things off a little bit. Also, the fun part is I'm also on call for work, so if the phone rings, I will have to cut the stream very short, and I'm hoping that will not happen today. That's looking much more like the Argo I'm used to seeing. In the stream, at least. Alright, so we got a financial report coming up in 8 days. We are 14 days away from having Mech Bay 2 added on the Argo. That is going to be a huge benefit to us because that means I'm going to be able to actually have some more capacity tech-wise. Not necessarily for keeping the mechs up, because I don't want to keep them up running any longer than I have to. Because you have to keep in mind, everything I keep in this slot is going to be costing me money every month, and my goal is to keep the minimum amount, so that's why I've got a full lance out here. I've got a Firestarter and Shadowhawk on refit currently, and everything else, well, we're in medium mecha goodness. I'd like to bag some heavies tonight if I can. As far as our mech warriors go, let's take a look to see where they are at. Much more in line with what I've got. Dida is currently down for a little while due to injuries. Probably will not be up for the next contract. Everyone else is getting there slowly but surely, and I'm at a point where I'm realizing I've made a pretty big mistake with these guys. Behemoth is in good shape, Tailgate is in good shape, and Thugboat is in not very good shape. Because as we start to get up to the heavier mechs, Bulwark is going to be a lot more important. Being able to stand still and drop a ton of firepower on the enemy. And be able to tank it.
131. Expected approach time. 18.
Got it. That's a 18.
And I apologize because I know you guys can't hear it when I stop talking there, but it's a lot louder in my headphones for some reason. The background PA talking that's going on board the Argo is definitely something worth listening into if you haven't caught last week's episode. There's two rather amusing things going on. Alright, missions. We're already at our next destination, so we've got our choice here of two missions. Both of these are going to be very difficult for my character or this campaign to pull off. It's 2.5 stars. One's a defend base, which, yeah.
Paid off. The work you put in on that thrust controls really paid off.
And the other one,
Steering is buttery smooth.
they're speaking again in the background. Farad is just saying, yep, thanks for fixing the steering. It's nice and buttery smooth. Good to know. I'm not really interested in a defend base mission because those are difficult, if not downright impossible with the forces that I've got right now. I'm not really set up for that sort of thing. So we want to go ahead with a clean out the Mercs mission here. Highlands, battle, a little more my kind of path right now. Let's go ahead and negotiate. As always, maximum salvage. To hell with the payment because I can make up all my money there. Actually, I was testing that on my other playthrough there, and it's true. You actually can, even early game, sort of survive off of nothing but salvage missions, and it's kind of an interesting playthrough so far on that one. That's our AC-10 expert. We want a good gunner in there. I don't know, my good gunners spread out everywhere though, but oh, that's right. This is the refit blackjack right through the AC-10 on the side. Just for the heck of it. I don't know how well that's going to work out. I love my AC-10s. Someone was saying that in the comment. And yeah, I do love the AC-10s because they're very... The balance between range and damage is right in the sweet spot for where I like to engage. Well, we're just going to bring Thugboat back in. I need to get the experience going. And that also means I'm going to be able to go with the light mechs here because I'm a master tactician. Haha. So hi everyone, sorry for kind of missing out on everyone saying hello there, but hello the man, hello Gorg, and... Oh geez, I'm sorry, I butchered that one, Georg. And hello Vor274. Hope you guys are ready for a bit of fun. I did want to also kind of think about doing some side videos in the future, kind of demonstrating some of the things that I've learned playing the game so far. Especially as far as the early game missions go. Okay, we're facing professionals. Expect well-armed and disciplined opposition. Well, yep. I'm not looking forward to this one. So we've got downrange. That is not as ensuring. That almost looks like a griffin there. I think it's a PPC arm and the shield on its side. That looks more like a blackjack, possibly. I can't really tell from this angle. Spider there, I suspect. Something that a lot of people don't realize is that these guys, depending on the difficulty of the mission, you're still only going to usually face a lance or two. 50% stability damage reduction from all attacks, which I actually do like that idea. The trick is the game ups the overall armor value. So you're still doing your same damage, but you're facing enemies that are far better armored. And what you'll see is when I get a good close-in view of them, and I can actually show you guys the armor indicators, you'll see early on in the game you're facing a lot of opponents who have sort of mostly gray armor. And when you hit maps like this and you're facing a much tougher lance,
I hear ya.
You'll be seeing some instances where the armor is pretty much white, and that is going to take forever to knock down because that is effectively full armor rating. The game kind of, it's not really cheating when you think about it, but... So Star Commander is saying it's a Thunderbolt and at least one Shadowhawk. Okay, yep, that makes sense, the Thunderbolt.
Good to
See,
go.
a Thunderbolt tabletop, I wouldn't be too worried about it. The Thunderbolt, as I recall, is it's an LRM boat, but it's a very short on ammo LRM boat. It doesn't really have the firepower to stay in a fight that long. But then again, missiles are not much of a problem on tabletop compared to over here in PC land right now.
Yes, Commander.
Let's see. I don't want to close too quickly with these guys if it's a Thunderbolt. And Thugboat, you've got my sensors, so let's get you in close enough.
Enemy detected.
Good, 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 good. You stay right there.
What's up, boss?
Decker, I need you to be close enough to engage with him.
Location confirmed.
Because he's got an AC-10.
What can I do for you?
I'm short on supporting fire, and in my offline campaign, that's usually
What's up, boss?
what I was trying to do. By this point, I had a couple of decent
Moving out.
systems running LRM-10s and LRM-15s in a couple of cases. What I'm
Good
gonna
to
do
go.
is do that with glitch. Okay,
We can do this! Let's go!
we can do it. The problem is going to be, can I lure them into this? I don't mind plinking these guys at long range with indirect fire, but the problem is indirect fire is not very effective. You really don't see a lot of damage getting dealt with when you're doing indirect fire from what I've seen. It just doesn't feel like you're punching them. I get more damage from knocking them down than I do
Waiting on you, Commander.
from leading them into any sort of ambush. Case in point here, it's a 50% shot on that LRM. Not exactly the greatest thing in the world. And let's be honest, glitch is more of a run up in their face kind, so I want to run up in there, but I know I've got more stuff in the back, and Wolverine is what that was. Okay. I want to close the distance, but I don't want to close it too much.
Coordinates received.
The PPC or the jump jet Thunderbolt. Ooh, well, that could be even more fun. Not enough skill to know what it is, and crappy shot because
Tell
you
me what
moved,
to
but
shoot.
this is something a lot of other people tend to miss is, and it's something even I miss myself, is you need to kind of work with the force that you've got. There's the Shadowhawk there. I'm glad I moved glitch a little bit there. You need to work with the force that you've got. So,
Waiting for orders.
for instance, I've got Decker here. He's got a pretty decent shot with that AC-10. I've got a PPC over here with the Vindicator. Thugboat can't do anything this turn.
Commander?
If I want to get a decent shot from where I'm at, right now I can't even shoot that. I'm going to crap shot on him. So let's say I move Decker up to support. So I've got a 75% chance to hit. And that's not so good on the lasers, and unfortunately, you can't, as far as I can tell. I'd love to actually be able to do this and then hover over the 2 hit indicators over on the right there, the percentages,
Standing by.
so I could understand what was actually providing modifiers that was hurting me. In this case, Behemoth is going to have a pretty slow movement. Decker
Yes, Commander.
can get a little further up. If I shoot from there, I'm shooting through a rock. Got good shots there. Okay, we're gonna save the AC-10.
Waiting for orders.
I'm a little less worried about the PPC
Aye,
hitting.
aye.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna wear away his evasives. He's got 2 evasives up there right now, as you can see right here. And even though I've got crap hit chances, I'm not going to... On the Wolverine, this is something a lot of other people don't do, is they'll take a look where you got your weapons arrays, because I can hit an arm and I can take out one weapon. I can hit that torso, take out the heat sink, so I can take that, take off the SRM. It's a little hard to hit the Wolverine and knock out anything useful, unfortunately. The medium laser's up in the head. But a lot of mechs, if you go for just one torso location over the other, you can do a called shot or precision strike. Still have a pretty good chance of hitting, and
Aye, aye.
that helps take out that mech's weapons a lot faster. Hey, Staff Sergeant Oz. It is going off to a lovely start. I have mechs, I have missiles, I have autocannons firing, I have lots of lasery goodness.
Got it.
Can't complain about that. That is always a good start to the morning. Especially when you nail an arm for quite a lot. Makes me wish I had some more LRMs coming in. Okay, Decker, quit being a bullet magnet. You know you keep doing that every time I field you. It's like the man attracts PPCs. Okay, no point in me staying on tactician role anymore. I need to get up here and bring my own AC-10s to bear. Something you also have to eventually start weaning off is getting away from doing the sensor locks and everything. At some point, you just have to say, yep, I need the extra firepower in the battle. And this is one case where I do indeed need it. And there we go. Right arm is gone.
Critical damage detected.
So if I can get on his right side, I stand a decent shot of breaking through into the center torso. Something else a lot of people don't realize is the way the damage transfers. Gives you an opportunity. If you're taking off one side of a mech, you need to stay focused on that side of the mech if you can. So what I'm going to do here is grab Decker.
Ready for orders.
Bring him around to the right if I can. How's your shot look from there? That's not so good. On the Wolverine... Actually, yeah, that's not too bad. This is a risk because I'm letting him into my right arc, but the right arm's okay. Right torso, not so much, but that gets me solid on his right line. I can plow through that torso and hopefully hit center.
Firing. Full complement on enemy.
That's 2 heat sinks down, so he's going to be in a mixed bag right now. And it knocked him down, too, which is even better. It's hard to do that when you don't have the missiles on you. Behemoth, I want to bring you... My gut is saying to bring you closer. You are only a 55-point attack direct damage, though.
What can I do for you?
Glitch is far better on our close-in attacks, so let's bring her in.
Uh-huh.
You've got split shot, so we are going to... Problem with is doing a split shot or multi-target means I can't engage this mech specifically with a called shot. How are we looking? Center torso's no good. That leg needs to go. Don't really like to go for the legs all that much. It doesn't really...
Here we go!
Doesn't really seem to pay off most of the time. Did with the jump jet destroyed. It's ruined some of his mobility, but...
Take it and like it.
Yeah, the head's really not worth it on a called shot.
Ready for orders.
Torsos tend to be where I find a lot of the best luck in that regards. Let's move... Yeah.
Coordinates received.
Let's see if we can pop that leg. 30% chance to hit. Drop the alarm 5 for heat.
Locking on target.
Another jump jet.
Target's
nope.
taking a critical hit.
Maybe I should have included it. That's a crit-seeking alarm if I remember right. And here comes the Thunderbolt. Okay, I like the odds I've got here, actually, believe it or not. He's going to stand back up, but he is not happy. Actually, wore off some of that center torso armor. Ah, you're going to go in for the attack, huh? And we evaded that with no problem.
Is that it? I'm barely scratched.
Thugboat. Which would be a deer. Somebody had said in the comments that you can press V and be able to pick where you want to go around it. The problem is V does actually lock you on your target for movement. The problem is it's still not letting me get around him, even though I certainly could. I really like my odds there. I could take the leg off. If I could also take off that SRM-6, that'd be nice too. I'll get the small laser out of it, but I want that AC-10 on some other targets downrange. And I've got side arc shots here. This is something I should really not be doing, is splitting out my targets like this. Let's see. 65, 70, 65. Lower. Higher, bigger threat. And on the Thunderbolt... yeah, that is the PPC armed Thunderbolt. On the Thunderbolt, what I want to do is tag that left torso. It's a ton of heat sinks in there, the flamer, and it'll knock off the PPC. So what we're going to do is... Oh, I've used my called attacks already. That sucks. I'm so used to the cockpit mods that give you the communication systems that give you that boost, that help your morale generate quicker. Those are really handy to have. Okay, 70-point damage. Not bad.
Whoa! Easy on the armor, buddy. Waiting for orders.
Glitch. Would you mind occupying Mr. Thunderbolt, possibly? Go on the right side, which I already did the damage on. Not exactly my preferred method to take him down, but I'm closing in with a PPC. I'm going to save the Vindicator to take him on. Let's give you... yeah, something to think about.
Moving to position.
Breaking through that left. Oh yeah, I like that. That's your weak side now. Yeah, I know, this is opening me up to all sorts of bad things. Because he's going to shoot right arc and get that same sort of spread damage on that side.
Took a heavy hit there.
That's okay. You'll be fine.
Orders?
Behemoth, while he's just happily sitting there, would you mind being a deer? 55 points. Not too bad. So cool you off for next round and stabilize you.
Locked on for physical attack.
That torso location's wide open. And that one is now too. You want to keep dancing with me here, friend?
Receiving you.
I will happily keep dancing. Let's advance and... let's see, that's going to be a right arc. That's going to be a left arc. Let's take a little bit of pressure off my guys that are close in here. And we're going to split up between these two targets. Heating lasers on the closer one. Hopefully I'll cap that leg. If I don't, it'll hit something.
Multiple enemies locked in.
Down he goes. And another jump jet on the Wolverine. That guy's not going to be able to jump much of anywhere. Okay, so Mr. Thunderbolt's just going to get right back up again, of course, because his initiative was last. He's probably just going to back up a little and kick... no. That's interesting. Ah, I see what you're up to now. PPC arm.
Internal structure damage.
Okay, no biggie. I can shield you against that when I get a chance to go again. But first, let's take a little bit of a side step here. I don't have multi-shot on this person, unfortunately, which is me, because I was being an idiot. A DFA could get on. Yeah, no point. Center torso shot would really do it.
Engaging target.
There we go.
We can do this! Let's go!
Enemy mech destroyed.
I like melee because the great thing about melee is you can reduce your stability damage a bit. Glitch is going to go down here, unfortunately. Oh, the right leg. Ow.
Oh, falling?
You can reduce the... It's a great way of reducing your heat curve,
I'm gonna
really.
need a medic.
And especially if you're up against a target that's moving fast,
Good to go.
you're going to find out that you can actually do more against a opponent. Let's go ahead and retaliate here.
Heading out.
You can actually have a higher hit chance than you would with your weapons normally. And you're doing, in some cases, 55, 60 points. When you start to really drop your weapons because you're taking too much damage and whatnot,
Commander.
that starts to stack up pretty quickly.
Roger.
In this case, I should be able to concentrate on you.
I copy.
I should have done a called shot so those lasers could hit the torso. Oh, that was an opportunity missed. Glitch is gonna, Glitch is gonna be a bit of trouble there. Oh, there's the flamer. That's okay. I can jump you out of there when you get back up.
Yikes! That hit hard! Good to go.
Glitch, would you mind jumping? That's the danger of getting in too close. Yeah, and like the man points out, punching removes guarded as well. So, that is another definite advantage. Trick is knowing when you need to also back off a little bit. You want to come after me, friend? I would be more than happy to continue plinking away on that side of your mech.
Here we go.
Hey, there we go. I like that.
Critical hit, Commander.
So yeah, as far... The other thing is also when you're... I think I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but stability. Moving in also removes damage to your stability when you start hitting stuff like that. Do I want to... do I want to move you? Probably. I can hit you on the left side, and I really want to keep doing that. I need to move enough to get a modifier of some sort. I mean, obviously, Glitch is doing pretty good over there for evasive. I'm only going to have 2. But we're going to precision strike that torso.
Engaging target.
There's half his battle board down. That just saved Glitch some problems, too, potentially. Without that leg, she's a little more unstable.
Commander?
And you're up again. I need to keep you moving is the problem. And by moving, I mean still keep you in the fight somehow.
Right, Commander.
And I can't keep jumping because of the heat I'm building up.
Right, Commander.
Go for it. SRM-6 out of action.
Critical hit.
It does, yeah. Getting too close obviously still carries a risk, and I actually feel I really went a little too much on the melee there to start with. But when you see something like that, I mean, keep in mind, I've got a recoil on that AC fire, or refire they call it now. So I don't really want to fire that off again, so that's 60 points down. So that means at most, if I don't fire this, I'm only doing 75 points of damage. Whereas if I'm doing a DFA, for instance, and I've got a 70% chance to hit on that side, no less, or a 40 point, and I can, 40 point melee with a much better hit chance of 95% guaranteed 40 points of damage, I'll cool off, and if I had any stability, I'd be getting rid of it. And because of this, I can take that called shot on that side, or I'm hitting on that side, but no, I want to definitely not sprint, because that's not going to work very well. We're going to hide out in the open. Not much of a movement modifier, but another shot into this could do some nice damage. And that is why you don't let anyone into your side arc. And yeah, DFA, the AI doing DFA, the AI is devious with its DFA. It is just downright sadistic in what it does. Actually, I like this because I am indirect fire on that guy.
On my way.
So what we're going to do is multi-target. I'm going to lose my targeted call, but he's got so little armor left on him at this point. I can't swap PPC over to that, so it's going to be a crap hit, but I can do that. Still a crap hit, but I might hit enough to knock him down again. If I'd thought about it, I should have stayed actually within firing arc. The PPC would have induced a little bit more stability damage.
Locked in.
There we go. Of course, now I'm direct fire line of sight with him. I destroyed the only thing that was acting as cover. Oh, you're going to try to heat me up. Oh, well, sadly for you, my friend, you only have one flamer, and I'm riding my heat curve. Thugboat, could you, if you don't mind, introduce a bit of instability in his life.
Engaging physical attack.
I want to keep him off of his feet and potentially try to knock him down because that's going to set his
Good to go.
whatchamacallit, all of his initiatives back a little bit. Attacking on the right side. I like that.
Right, Commander.
Slow as heck.
My mech is limping.
Oh no, my mech is limping. Hey, you're still walking, aren't you? Overheat alert. I'll drop the SRM-2.
Affirmative.
Side shot, please. There's more than half of his battle board there. And pilot incapacitated. That is a Thunderbolt that's mostly intact. Oh, yes. Har, har, har.
Mission successful.
You get knocked down, but you ain't getting back up again, my friend. Alright. I like how that one turned out. No money. No... Well, one pilot injury. I can live without glitch for 17 days. A little bit of internal damage, a little bit of a leg. Not too much to repair for that one, so I'll be able to focus on... I could even get an extra Thunderbolt piece if I wanted to. But I can actually finish off a Wolverine, so I'm going to get 2 mechs out of that mission. Ooh. Anything else useful in here? Nope. Just the usual junk. And if I can get those, that's even better. Oh, yep, I got him. Great. So no matter what, I was coming out of this with a Thunderbolt. Arrgh. And that's kind of the way that I've been playing that other campaign that I just started last night, was
That mech you wanted is back on loan.
playing for
That mech you
doing
asked for
the
is
least
cleared
amount of
for money.
damage if possible. And just kind of keep going along. The Wolverine is going to get sent to storage. And the Thunderbolt. The Thunderbolt's got to replace a mech here, and I'm actually going to take the Vindicator and put that to storage. No, I can't because it's not repaired. Oh, that sucks. I hate that. I hate that they do that, because if I don't put this in my lineup right now, I'm not going to be able to field it right away. I'll have to spend time putting everything back into it, basically refitting it versus having it ready for duty right away. It's got to be the Blackjack then. Send it to storage. Alright, mech bay. That's why I need that second mech bay, because that comes in really handy when you get up to this point. Alright. Refit time! Let's see what we've got to throw in this design. It's not a bad design. I am not so fond of the Flamer. I would definitely swap that out for one of the other point defense options. Even though that's going to drive my heat efficiency down a bit. Let's look at the SRM-6 to see what I can upgrade here. Oh, hey, a +4 SRM-6. Yes, please. I will happily put that in. And what do I have for direct fire PPC? Standard. It's tempting to actually give it a bit more heat efficiency by throwing in a large laser instead. And I'm saying that because I'm looking at this other torso here, where I've got 2 more energy mount points that I could put stuff in. Armor is actually really good for this design. I'm not going to touch that. I've already freed up a half ton by actually switching over that small laser too, so that's actually... Oh, I do have a cockpit mod. Oh, yep. +2 injury resist. Very handy to have early game. I forgot to refit that on the mechs last time. I am glad that now that I completely forgot about it. Half ton. I don't have another small laser. I need to pick one of those. And game just did this little weird thing where it stopped showing up. Don't know if that's going to show up on stream. Wow. Don't know what happened there. I need a small laser, and actually I need to also see what's in the store around here. I don't think there's much of anything. But I'm thinking about just to play around with it now that I know that I can. Would be to swap that out, and that gives me room for 2 more medium lasers, and or I drop the small laser and just go with an extra heat sink. If I do that, that's going to give me some pretty nasty firepower. It's almost like a swayback, but almost has a nicer spread on everything. What I would probably do, though, is actually do that. I'd rather keep that large laser in the torso, so if I lose the arm, I'm not too worried about it. Plus, I get better accuracy on the medium lasers for that. Yeah, this is a pretty nasty infighter I think I've got here.
All mech warriors to the habitation ring for a mandatory hygiene check. Repeat, all mech warriors to the habitation ring.
All mech warriors to habitation ring for a mandatory ID check? Wow. That says a lot about the volume of management that I've got going on here. Could do 1 less medium laser and get another heat sink. But really, if I'm having that much problems with heat, I'm going to probably drop the large laser, cool down quite a bit, and then pick it up the next turn. I don't want to throw too many heat sinks in this thing. It's kind of ridiculous where it is right now anyways. So let's go ahead and confirm that. 10 days to refit that. Oh boy, do I really need that other mech bay.
I'll get it in the schedule.
Vindicator is just going to be simple repairs. Easy enough. And the Shadowhawk, what did I lose in that leg that you... Oh, the jump jets. I hate that. Or no, a heatsink. Oh no, you can't actually do this for me, game. Please? Really? Do I really need to go to my lead tech and say, hey pal, can you like make it exactly the way it was? No, I have to get personally involved with that decision. 5 days to do that. Put a leg back on and stick something that was already in it back in it.
I'll let you know when that's done.
Well, I'm not going to be doing a mission anytime soon. Let's work on our priorities, please.
This is an all-ship announcement. Undeveloped sections of the Argo are off limits for a reason. If you aren't a member of Dr. Murad's engineering team, you don't belong there. So stay out.
My EXO telling everyone, stay out of the closed-off sections of the Argo because you don't belong there. Lovely. Well, stop trying to sneak in and swim in the primary coolant tanks.
Ready for orders.
Ooh, I've got some XPs to spend here. You've got Bulwark. Multi-shot. I want to work Behemoth up to the breaching shot, because that's fun when you do multi-target and fire 1 weapon in each one. They both get breaching shot.
Training complete.
Receiving you. Receiving you.
Nothing there. Glitch. Oh, yeah. Glitch, you are most definitely getting a reaching shot.
Mech warrior training complete.
And Medusa. Nothing. Tailgate. I can't wait until I also have the training pods up and running. Overheat threshold. Oh, overheat threshold is actually really handy when you hit this point on guts, because that's definitely going to be a big help. Get an extra evasion under piloting, which I'm not really going to... That's the funny thing. You could get extra evasion under piloting, but you're piloting heavier and heavier mechs. So you don't really get much of a benefit out of it at that point. That's kind of what I feel.
Commander.
So we're good there. So I can field an entire lance just on mech warriors, which is great, but... Yeah, not really so much there. What have we got on board here at the store? Slightly upgraded SRM. Increased accuracy,
New
small
weapon
laser,
systems
sure.
available.
Slightly more powerful SRM6. The arm mod, The problem is you're talking about something that's going to take 4 tons and is going to draw enemy fire like crazy. Same thing with the leg mod. I mean, it's 4 tons, but, you know, you'd have to have something that's just going to go out and DFA almost all the time. It's just not worth it. You need the payload for the ammo there and the weapons. Let's take a look, though, what I had left. I found that small
Welcome
laser.
to the grease pit, Commander.
I have a small laser. Sure. Why not? If I have all of my mechs in the bay, let's just do this. We'll give you that little bit of an extra accuracy on that arm. Because I can't stick it anywhere else on that design. Yay! +1 accuracy for an arm weapon. 2 days for that. Takes 1 day on a fully upgraded Argo. Hey, we got everything under construction. Alright, let's also reprioritize that because that's a very quick fix. So, yeah, it's going to take a while before I have a full Lance ready to go. But I think I can live with that. Ship upgrades, I know I've got that mech bay going. Oh no, mech bay is done. Okay, oh, no, it's not done because I can't purchase anything right now. Silly Pharaoh. 13 more days for that. That's good. That'll get me 2/3 of my Lance. Do I have any contracts in the area, or do I want to... I am not taking that defended base mission. That is just begging for disaster on that one. Alright, let's
Hello, Commander.
actually
Alpha
pop
may not
in...
be fully functional yet, but she's space-worthy enough for our purposes.
Stumbling around in hydroponics. I suggest you take care of it before they break something.
Let's kind of look at what we've got sitting around here.
Yeah, all right, I'm on it.
Abandoned. Planetary government. Need to kind of head back into the Reach here if I can. That's a 2.5-star challenge. 2.5-star challenge. Travel restricted. What do you mean travel? I am working for the legitimate liege lord of the Aurigan coalition. You will let me pass the border. Don't I wish that worked. 2-star, Hertitius, Black Market Travel Hub, periphery level, not going to be great, but 2.5 jets, do it. It's 22 days, so I'll have everything back online by then.
Engines primed. All hands prepare for transition to thrust gravity.
I'm probably not going to do a small laser fire starter. That would just be... The problem is you're going to get to a point where that mech just is not going to hold up well against the heavies it's going to be coming up against. All the evasion in the world that you can get or not. Oh, yes. Well, sorry, I'm finally catching up there. The accuracy on the large laser for long range, that's kind of... I'm getting more accuracy on 2 weapons for the price of 1, and that accuracy is going to be up close. So if I need to close in with a target that's doing, it's got high evasives, that's going to offset that a little bit. There's Centurion, Argo upgrade coming up. 2. Oh, we're not going to get for the jump.
Docking sequence commencing.
Am I ever going to get that fire starter on the field again? Oh boy.
Those upgrades you asked for are online, Commander.
Mech Bay 2. Thank you for the ship upgrades. Alright, so that's now an additional +3 tech points that I'm getting into my work capability. 6 more slots for mechs. And what I want to do is probably start looking at some of these tasks. They're relatively simple to do. They take a while. The costs per month, though, are pretty low, and there are random events that happen when you do these, or when you're traveling around, where they'll basically say, oh, well, this thing that you haven't done on the ship yet is causing problems, you need to pay for it. So there's something to be said for putting through some of these. I mean, this is a relatively cheap one that you can do easily enough. I'm in pretty good shape right now with $2 million in the bank, even after going through that last payday, so I don't think we have to worry about that anytime soon. I've got mechs I can sell off, too.
It'll take a bit, but we'll get it done.
So we got that. Let's go back to the mech bay as well, because if I can... Let's see what I've got in storage. I've got the Blackjack, the Wolverine, and I'll have another Trebuchet soon enough. 2 or 3 on a Jaeger mech. I do not want to bring these in just yet. Okay with the variety I've got right now, currently, I think. I mean, I'm not happy about losing an AC-10, which actually I should. If there's anything I'm debating about playing with, it's this guy here. His durability is not all that great. The Wolverine I can't really do too much with either. Ballistic 2... Movement melee, moderate. Yeah, we'll hang on to it. If I can take a look here and see what we pulled out. I've got the AC2 plus 10 damage sitting off in the wings, just waiting for a hunchback at this point. Everything else at this point, if I tried to apply it, would be a glass cannon, so... let's go ahead and jump. Hey, Big Ol' Bear. Yeah, you can hold the fire starter off for that sort of approach, but it is definitely tricky. Oh, this is something else the upgrades would also help me sort out too. You can get morale boosts if you have the lounge or the upgraded lounge. Mass viewing the mess is probably not going to go too well. Yeah, I've pissed off Decker now. Good news is they fixed this, so he won't be stuck in low spirits forever. The Fringers. Oh, I don't remember this being in the canon. Huh. The lives of its characters are consistently worse than those of its fans. Oh, okay. Jersey Shore, then. Okay, got it. Let's see. 3, 2, 1. Bull Lance is available again. And let's get D-Da back.
Now entering synchronous orbit.
Waypoint reached, Commander.
Thank you very much. I would like to see your store, please. And you've got... Is a large laser plus with 1 accuracy? Yes, please.
New weapon systems available.
I don't want to buy too many of these little +1s up because it is a drain on your funds.
New weapon systems available.
And you can pick up these quite a bit in salvage, but I kind of need them now more than later. And I don't have an AC-10 plus, so we'll grab that one too.
New weapon systems available.
And since I just dropped a bunch of money, let's sell off a bit of... Wolverine is going to go bye-bye. And I'm not going to be the sentimental sort. We're going to sell off the Blackjack. I'm actually keeping that around in my offline campaign just for... I figured the Mech Warrior has some sentimental value with it. Hey, 9 AC5s. Guess what? We're not going to need it anytime soon in the near future. We can get away with 2. I don't need all those flamers. We'll drop that large laser. I'll get one back when I swap that one in. 10 5s. 11 medium lasers. Yeah, we can drop a bunch of those. And I don't really care for keeping the machine guns around, because they're crap. All they're just waiting there for is just that lucky hit to the ammo, so why even... Alright, and I don't think I need any Mech Warriors. I'm in good shape here, but it never hurts to take a check. Oh, here's a Kickstarter.
Commander.
Ah, Concordat Citizen. That's where I actually went with my new campaign. Was a resident of the Taurian Concordat. She wanted more adventure as a mercenary. Okay. That happens. People get wanderlust. Let's look at contracts in the area. Okay. Whoa. Yeah, I thought I was going to be getting in a better spot here, huh? Destroy base desert, heavily armed pirate band, so that's definitely a sign. If it's desert, I suspect I know which map this is. It's one that's got the wide open side and 1,000,001 turrets, and I have fought that thing and barely lived through it. But 4 out of 18 salvage is pretty darn tempting. Then again, so is the idea of getting a little more sway with the Capellans. Yeah, that's good to know, Big Ol' Bear. I didn't know that he actually had a history behind that, or had a point behind that name.
Hey, Dr. Rod, the lights in the aft maintenance corridor are flickering again.
Again? Hang on, I'll send someone down.
Alright, assassinate. I like my odds a little bit. Well, yeah, we'll take this one on, and we'll see where we're at. Actually, no, wait a minute. Nope, nope, no, no, no. I'm gonna take him on. Take on the nastier one first. Because I've got the forces for it, I believe. Let me double check that before I take that contract on. Let's see what I've got on deck here. Firestarter refit, which is another month away. A Shadowhawk refit, which is, yeah, full-on repair for everything. That's going to be a while. So I got an AC-10 Plus in here, which is good. I could swap the medium laser if I wanted to. Also swap the medium laser on the Shadowhawk, but that's already in the arm for accuracy. Indicator could use it, or I could swap that in. Yeah, we'll punch this through real quick. So I've got that large laser I want to field as well. So give me a medium laser swap, give me a large laser swap. Don't like how that's inconsistent. You can drag it over one part, replace it. You can drag it over a different one, and it doesn't replace it. So there's the lost accuracy for not having it in the arm again.
8.15 degrees to align with target.
3 days. I can wait 3 days.
Right. I'll get it in the schedule.
Just as soon as we do that. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3. Alright, Dita is back on duty. And... oh, jeez. You know, I would pick up Whisper, but wow, that's not a good spot to start off with for as far as customizations go. Not without having the training simulators up and running. If anything, Sledge is a little more attractive because of the 6 gut and or the 6 pilot and 6 tactics. Crazy. What kind of call sign is Crazy Quill?
Waiting for orders.
Huh. Then again, if you want to go for sheer amusement, Ready. That's very tempting, actually. Just who do I have left on deck here? Yeah, Decker's depressed, so he's not going on. He's not going on this mission. Actually, if I wait 3 more days, he'll be good. Got 6. 7, 8 would put me in the right general time frame, or general comfort level, I guess you could call it.
Ready for
Really
orders.
kind of want Ready. Ready is ready for orders. I mean, how can you, Yes, she is indeed lovely. I will not debate that at all. But Ready's ready.
Go.
How can I not pick up a mech warrior called Ready?
New mech warriors available.
And yes, I'll pick up
Receiving
Whisper.
you.
New mech warriors
It's a Kickstarter.
available.
I have to support the Kickstarter. Alright, that's gonna basically also, if I wait out a little while longer, 3 more days we'll have our mech warrior out of his funk,
That work order's complete, boss.
and
Top-notch
that will
work,
be
if I
done.
may say so.
Yeah, true. There's a lot more room for doing specializations. What I need to do is this. So training module 1 means that anyone who's not really got a lot of experience, they're going to start gaining experience automatically when they're left on the ship. So it's not a bad thing to do if you're running through a lot of mech warriors and you're having problems keeping the skills up. This is a good thing to do. Obviously, I don't want to go too deep on the personnel budget because if I hire too many warriors and they're sitting around doing nothing, that's not good. But in this case, I'm going to spot in the game where I'm going to potentially be looking
All right,
at
I'll get the team on it right away.
some people who are going to be taking injuries quite often. Next one up is probably going to be after this, is going to be the power system. There's a lot of these updates that are going to be dependent. Like, for instance, I have to have improved power conduits before I can add the third mech base. So I have to have this second level researched up. And then also, this one actually requires, I believe, the Gamma Pod, if I remember right. No, the Beta Pod. So that'll give me the second level of Med Bay, which will also help increase the healing rate a little bit. But it's got a little additional overhead cost to it, so you kind of have to balance out that and what you're doing. Morale, I'm not too worried about it. It's only a 10-day thing to finish, so that'll be one I can just kind of slip in anywhere. And the habitat pods definitely tie into having some of the more advanced stuff. I believe training module B, requires the beta pod plus the original. And you can get up to a third level of training modules that really starts to kick in pretty heavily. So if you're having problems with your personnel, go for it. Well, actually, let's see. What am I going to do here? We've got our full force back on the job. I like the name of that mission. Planetary government has arranged for a Holovid celebrity to visit Heretitus in the hopes of rallying the morale of the local citizens. This is an opportunity for Capel and Psyops, Maskarova, to instead make them understand how dangerous the region really is. Blow your lance, find the target, and eliminate him. Destroy his bodyguards if you feel so inclined. Have you seen the local government Holovid show called Mercenaries? We've been asked to kill the Star. He knows his way around the mech and will have 2 full lances as escorts. Oh, okay. I know that's not going to be 2 full mech lances, but wow. We got that. We got the instruction interception, which is not going to give us much. Oh, I've got to do this one. I have to do that. The salvage potential off of that. And the fame, the claim to fame. I can defeat Armstrong, the Star of Mercenaries. Okay, yeah, that doesn't really sound all that impressive, but... Oh, come on, Decker, why are you still... They supposedly fixed that in the latest patch. And I know it did for the high morale that I had over on Medusa in my offline campaign, but... I don't know, yeah, we need to do a shuffle up here. Let's refigure out who and or what we will be fielding. Because that Thunderbolt's definitely going down with me. Well, actually, it is a straightforward what's going down with me. Let's go ahead and... in rank. Who are we going to put where? Behemoth is got the stationary and the multi-target, which is going to work pretty well. No, not really. Everything there is pretty much a straightforward shoot of what you got. So if anything, glitches won't really get much out of that either, unless I'm talking that large laser. So yeah, actually we'll put Glitch in there. She's got 1 long-range weapon. That'll make that help out quite a bit. Now, I mean, the question is, you also have to keep in mind, is she really going to be the exact same as she has been in your campaign? I don't know. We'll give her the Vindicator to give her a little bit of time in the saddle, so to speak. Thugboat, we want to... Need someone who's got multi-shot over there. Thugboat might not go along on this one. Let's bring Dida along. That gives me the flexibility of tactical and the multi-shot. Just because I like being able to throw the laser in one direction and the LRMs and the AC-10 in the other. And I think we'll put Behemoth over here in the Shadowhawk. I mean, this is not the most maneuverable mech Star Commander, but, you know, we'll give it a shot. It's a 2.5 head mission in the lowlands. How hard can it be? Famous last words, I know. That 3 gunnery, yeah, that is going to suck a bit, but at the same time, I'm also looking at this as, if I do run into problems, I'm only going to be injuring 1 mech warrior pretty badly, possibly. I don't really see D-Dot doing much of his tactical role at this point, as in sensor locking. We are definitely at the sort of missions where that isn't really going to be much of a viable option for too much longer. It's a nice to have when you're on a mission, but you know, it's not going to be necessary. Okay, this is... Alright, I don't believe I have actually...
I think I just stepped in some... shit.
I don't know if you guys heard that one. That was, I believe that was D-Dot speaking up, because he's the only guy on the Lance right now. I just stepped in some... shit. That was a really good opener.
To go.
2 targets. Got elevated terrain over here. We are going to ignore what the game wants me to do. And make a run for the hill.
Got it. Orders. Good to go.
Because you know what? I never like to go the obvious path. And
I hear ya.
that all stems from the fight on...
I read you, Commander. Moving out.
Oh, what's the name of that mission? The planet where you have to take out the drop ship. Because they give you that nice little road down to the valley, and that is actually probably the worst possible approach you can take to get to everything down there. You're subject to fire from 2 or 3 turrets simultaneously, plus the enemy. That's never a good thing.
Don't need to tell me twice.
Start getting you pointed around so we can see. The other nice thing about getting the pilots up is you also get the boost to the sprint speed, so it makes this kind of setup a lot easier. Story says she likes to run around a lot and shoot from unexpected angles. Yeah, it is actually kind of neat to be able to play to the background of the characters.
Coordinates received.
I mean, it is kind of like doing a bit of role-playing.
On my way.
I have no qualms with that.
Orders.
There's our enemy contact.
On sensors.
Have enemy contact. Clear the channels.
On the move.
Alright, so what are you guys gonna do?
We can do this! Let's go! New bogey. Let's go get it.
Multiple hostiles on sensors.
Waiting for orders.
Dita, what do you say we find out who our first mystery guest is?
Sensors locked on.
Spider! Oh, so glad I did that. Please, help me out with engaging Mr. Spider, and... because I want to give you a nice, fun welcome.
Firing
Boost your shot a little bit. That looked like a pretty good shot for a 3-gunner. I gotta say. Let's see, we can engage from here, line of sight.
Coordinates received.
Yep, not quite enough. Not to the center torso at least, but... Come on, Mr. Spider, come into my parlor.
Waiting on you, Commander.
I am a much bigger fly than you have ever dealt with. Let's see what this Thunderbolt can do. Yeah, like, nice. 80% chance hit on a spider from long range. I'm all for that. And you've got breaching shot. No cover, no guarded.
Here we go!
To the head! Oh! That's 6 points of armor or structure left on the head. Oh, if only that was a boosted damage laser. Whoa, Orion. Hello. I think we found the Star of the Hollow vid drama
You
there.
got nothing, you hear me?
I am so glad I've got this Thunderbolt now, because, yeah. Priority target. The rest of you guys can all just F off. Holy crap. Okay, that Orion's got to go down fast. I don't have the structure or the Inspire points to do it yet. There is something to be said for allowing that spider to go down.
Commander.
D-da.
Standing by.
You are in line of sight. I really don't know how much it's going to be worth it. Standing still, you don't have much of a shot at all. You need to keep on the elevation here, but I need to close distance a tad, I think. 75, yeah, I've got close distance, get more weapons in range. And that's going to do it for me.
Moving out.
That Orion is going to have to go down under massed fire.
Locking on target.
I don't like... Oh, he's not that heavily armed, though, too, so that's not that bad, at least. I don't like leaving a half-injured mech like that, but, you know, he's... It is what it is. The weapons array on the Orion is way too much of a threat.
Orders.
Vindicator... PPC shot... I get somewhere where I might actually be able... Am I better off? No. I want to see these guys move before I get my close range mech in. You're 80 and 75. On a 3-gunner, this is not bad odds of getting here.
Affirmative.
Let's be honest.
Target confirmed.
Well, that certainly
Reporting
counts.
Critical hit.
The LR-15 is still a threat, but...
Standing by.
And I move you in... I might be able to finish off a knockdown here. I don't know.
Location confirmed.
I'm going to put the Shadowhawk at risk here. Behemoth, I would be better off standing still, honestly, but... I need that mech down.
Roger.
LR-15 critical, come on. Fall down.
Think I hit something good.
Fall down. Yes! Knockdown. Yeah, I know I'm not going to salvage the Orion because I've blasted too much of it apart. And I'm going to get too much of it now trying to take it down intact. I just want to see if I can at least, now that it's lost its LRM-15, I believe. Yeah, the LRM-15's been critted, so it's a lot less of a threat.
Barely hit, Commander.
The problem is I'm not likely to be able to leg it because if I try to hit the left leg and it takes off the leg, it's going to go straight through that into the center torso and probably finish off the job. So really, I'll just take whatever I can get off for scrap, to be honest with
Waiting
you.
for orders.
Lich, you are... Right, Thunderbolt does not have jump jets. He's down from where he's at. 85 points. Not much use. What do we got downfield? I've got a Bulldog, a Spider, and a Striker. Hey, look what I just got in range. Drop your SRM-6 because I don't need the boosted crits. And I only need... Actually, yeah, we'll take all the extendeds offline, so that should be enough to do the job, unless they miss horribly.
Got it. Come on, Tech Warriors. It's go time.
Need that Inspire more. This is where we brace ourselves and say, let's truly be thankful for that which we have just received.
Nice try.
With a Thunderbolt that has more than enough ammo to tank all those tanks individually. Ooh. Someone's got some big toys downrange.
Damage is minor, Commander.
LRM 15s, could be a trebuchet. Excuse me there. Spider's noping out of that. Spider's like, I do not want any part of this. They just dismantled an Orion in 3 shots in front of my face. Blee! Let's see. Let's get a little bold with Whisper here. The great thing about her being a newbie mech warrior is also, she's disposable when you get down to it. I mean, let's be honest here. Let's see if we can take out Mr. Bulldog. PPC shot will usually do it.
Move us down.
Indeed.
Orders.
Ida, can I engage direct with you? I will admit I am actually tempted to try the headshot called. I mean, let's face it, anywhere else I land on this mech with an AC-10 right now is going to take it out.
Confirmed.
Or miss completely. Yeah, it was worth the fun thing. That's why I don't mess with headshots
up,
usually. It's just not worth it. Let's see. We've got our... Yeah, we'll bring Behemoth in. Split shot with the LRM-5 on the Spider. And lasers on that. 5. You know what? Let's also throw the SRM-6 that way. Not a very good 2-hit chance on that. Laser is in the arm, so yeah, better shot with that.
Multiple
Kick it.
targets confirmed.
Goodbye. Another bit of evasion down. Glitch, would you like to bring in some fun?
They've got a lock on me.
Oh no, I've been sensor locked. Instead of him firing the LRM set he clearly has down there. Whatever
ya.
shall I do? Oh noes. I believe we are going to move into the tree line here. And introduce my friend Medium Laser and all of his cohorts to the Spider. Not much left of that side of the mech. Oh, hello, Griffin.
Oh, I'm hit.
Cockpit mod for the win. You are not injured, my friend.
Monda.
You are perfectly fine. Whisper. Close in and engage. Drop your arms, though. You don't really have
Copy that.
a decent chance hitting with those. Crunching away. Crunching away. Spider realizes that valor is the better part of victory and runs away. Gotcha! I know I'm pursuing this
Minor damage,
right
Commander.
into a firing field here, but come on.
Waiting for
That's
orders.
just too good to give up. And gets me out of line of sight of whatever that is down there. Ah, another Thunderbolt. Oh, and Brock is in this mech. He was not in the Orion, which means, yeah, fully intact. I could get a second Thunderbolt out of this fight if I play this right. Ooh. I really would like to have that LRM-15 on my side. Can we please call a more specific target here and finally take him out, if you don't mind? Pretty please? Yeah, plenty of ammo on that. Fire.
Affirmative.
Thank you! Goodbye!
Target neutralized.
It is so long, and good night to Mr. Spider. Dita!
Good to go.
I've got you up, huh? You have a lovely long-range shot from there, just with your LRM-5s. It's not all that good. I'd like to close you in a little deeper, but I can't get you into cover. There's still a 50% chance from there. Ugh. I put you in a bad spot, my friend, and for that I am truly sorry. So, here, have a jump.
Confirmed.
And... I'm gonna hold off on that AC-10. 6 rounds left on it.
Affirmative.
Our primary target is taking damage.
Glitch spends more time in the med bay than in her own room. Not true. In my offline campaign, she is a full 10 pilot. And, honestly, when you get to the point where you've got that kind of a pilot on your side and you've got all these cockpit mods, they don't really, you know, one hit or two hit doesn't matter, and just like you can get up to some insane health levels, and
Waiting for orders.
then at that point, getting hit doesn't really matter too much of anything. Approach. I just want to go for an all-out approach. I know there's another mech down there firing that PPC. I'm not too thrilled about going out in the open. But from here, really about the same, yeah, same odds. Never mind.
Right, Commander.
I will take any extra cover that you can give me and have Adam.
Commencing Alpha Strike.
Hi, my name is Brock Armstrong, and I'm the star of Mercenaries. You may remember me from such battlefields as the Battle of Windy Peaks and the Battle of My Flatulence. Don't ask me where I managed to pull it up. I blame wasted stream for the last few days. Okay, so it's not a... Oh, that's even better. That's a, whatchamacallit? Probably a
Copy that.
Manicore? Not close enough to tell. Not really caring. Yeah, any stability damage I can do will help.
Firing.
Any little bit I can contribute to that bar. Oh, and a head hit. That's even better.
Good to go.
Behemoth. Stability damage reduction from all attacks. I like that proposition. Do you know what I'm setting up right now with these mechs? They are all streaming into this Holovid star, wanting to know, hey, can I have your autograph? Can I have your autograph? I really would love your autograph. I love you on the show, man. Structure exposed, unsteady. D-Doc, can you please finish off the job for me, if you don't mind, sir? We'll be throwing that AC-10 in now that I've got rid of that recoil penalty, too. Or the refire penalty. And this should knock you right off your feet. Down you go, my friend. Aw, you lost an arm with your machine guns. That's a shame. Of course, you can stand right back up, but... Unless Glitch has something to say about it. Oh, look! The laser boat is going to be within very short range. I'm getting way too much glee out of this right now. If I take off... Well, if I take off that, you're pretty much toothless. Except for the lasers, which I'd have to do that. Would transfer through to your torso, too. That large laser is not going to be too pretty to keep around either. Screw it. Center torso. Blow it out. I don't care if I overheat. Well, actually, technically I do. Wait a minute. Sensor's impaired. Oh, that's interesting. It's counting line of sight, I guess. Yeah, that'll do me pretty good. Or 25, 25... 100 points. 25 plus if all 6 hit, which they should at this point. It's a pretty big hit. I've got that second mech bay. Let's do this. Congrats, you've killed a Holovid celebrity. Time to exit stage left. Okay, Mr. Exo Useless, I forgive you.
Getting pretty high.
Oh, quit worrying, Glitch. I will happily take 7 points of damage to every location that need repairing. To take down an Orion. Good night, Mr. Armstrong.
Yes, Commander.
And you, my friend,
confirmed.
are out in the open in something small and explodey. Enemy escorts down.
One for the scrap heap.
Well, that's not too bad. That was a 4 salvage mission, as I recall. So I am getting parts of an Orion, parts of a Thunderbolt.
Mission successful.
I definitely call that a successful mission. Scraping DNA out of the cockpit better than an autograph. Well, I guess you could collect celebrity DNA. You know, maybe in the hopes that someday mankind will have the capabilities of cloning again. You know, I don't know. Contract payment increased by 25%. Nice. The escorts went down. Thunderbolt showing that damage because of the internal heat buildup that I did. Whisper took that head hit, so she's in and out. Enter stage left, exit stage right. Not bad at all. Did only get 1 kill, but meanwhile, D-Dot just kind of assisted everything. Oh yeah, I got screwed on the salvage there. Yep. I will still take it. And the spider, is there anything good in here? An LRM-10. Ooh, yep, I will take that medium laser for sure. Rangefinder, I haven't found very useful yet. I mean, if they had that available early on when you have a scout mech and nothing else to put in the head, that would make sense. But yeah, the extra view distance I don't really need. That's what I've got the sensor lock capability for. I'm gonna grab that boosted damage, and I don't really care if I pick up that spider or not, honestly. I'm doing pretty good for funding, so yeah, it gave it to me anyway, so I figured that. Want to make sure I get those nice, lovely extra boost weapons. Oh, and I got the rangefinder anyways. Okay. Poor Whisper, indeed. She had a bit part in the show, and now she's been relegated until her next guest appearance. Looks like the storyline missions are coming back. Probably a good thing, actually. Gaining experience. Yeah, I'm sure we got some spending to do here. First, 3 days. I'll have to reprioritize that. But not bad to come out of a fight with 2 heavies and only have 3 days worth of damage to repair. I am okay with that. Take a look at our mech warriors and boost them back up. With your good, dude. Let's see, called shot bonus, the overheat threshold. Kind of work you up towards your breaching shot. But, no. D-Da is going to go for Tactician. He's going to be my backup, essentially. Because Tactician, I want the Tacticians in the heavy mechs. So that way they'll move at the same initiative as the medium mechs.
Yes, Commander.
Especially when we get up to the assault
Waiting
mechs.
for orders.
Let's see. Actually, Decker,
Good to go.
not enough for anything.
Good to go.
Glitch, extra evasion, the overheat threshold, or called shot bonus. No, overheat threshold.
Mech warrior training complete.
I'm getting to that point where I'm going to need to be riding that heat curve
Commander,
far closer.
ready for orders.
Tailgate, tugboat was not on the mission.
Receiving you.
Whisper, hey, would you like to get some boosts here? I can bring your piloting way up, or your guts way up. Actually, the extra health is probably the best thing, because then I can pop you into Bulwark. Oh, and I can grab piloting too while I'm at it.
Training confirmed, Commander.
Go for it, you're much better now. Righty. Tech bay's good. Contracts. We have our Panzer contract. Restoration Army suggests that a lance built with long-range fire capabilities could prove advantageous on this drop. Further details to be provided on your arrival. I think I know which mission this is, but I don't know if it really is that one or not. But, let's be honest, I'm actually tempted to take this one on. It's here. It's got lots of salvage on it. I like pretty salvage. Oh, that's right. I've got that stupid thing being repaired. Never mind. Let's wait that one out briefly. Hope it's still around by the time it finishes up. Temporary improvements. If one more pilot shows up to complain their favorite mech isn't ready, I'm going to pitch someone out an airlock. How about we draft the mech warriors to actually help? It may be educational for them and useful for you. Oh boy, if you've ever heard the story of the mech warrior who doesn't want the actuator wrench. The Argo's powerful systems are currently offline. If we get them working even though temporarily, it might help with the current workload. Well, this is just going to piss everyone off. But hey, the good news is I've repaired the power conduits, so I actually have some option here. Automation systems, I don't know if there's really any difference between these two. A lot of these things I'm finding don't really have much of a difference, to be honest with you. Refit harnesses. Partially working now, maybe for a month. I'd like to spend time to make this improvement permanent. Work on the power conduits is all the prep we need to do. I'm ready when you are. +2 tech point boost for 30 days. So that actually just boosted up my repair times here, which I am happy to see. Slightly. We'll wait for that Shadowhawk to become available too, because I just want to scrap or chuck that in storage, honestly, at this point. I don't think I'm really going to need... I mean, the fire starter refit's taken forever. What did we do to this thing, even? Oh, this is my long-range support one, actually. And actually refit this one with that LRM I picked up. The endless cycle of... Yeah, I just got it out of refit. I'm going to put it back in there now. Swap in, and... I don't think I have a boosted AC5, do I? I have a boosted AC2, +2 accuracy. There's something to be said for that. I'm actually becoming a bit more of a fan of the AC2 than I had to go back to the Blackjack. Just because it does give you the extra range, but I don't get much out of... I've only got one. It's 6 tons. I'm going to save 2 tons by swapping this out, and I can't really throw on any more medium lasers. It'd be armor that I'd probably be throwing on. I'm full jump already, so that's not going to help it. The LRM-10 is making this a long-range boat. And that +2 accuracy is nothing to sneeze at. It's 2 ammo, and... could fit another missile launcher in the head, actually, now that I think about that. I can't actually fit a... an SRM launcher in there, because that's 1 ton and the ammo. I like the idea of giving him something a little bit more close range support, or I can fit an LRM-5 in there. That's 2 tons, and then we just piggyback off the ammo and run out of it quicker. It's like a poor man's LRM-15. Chat, what do you guys think? That's what you guys are here for, right? Give me some suggestions here. I could also potentially strip the medium laser, go for a large laser on that arm. It's going to play around with the heat efficiency, though. I don't think it's going to work very well. I mean, firepower-wise, the game is pissed at me for doing this. But let's face it, from long range, you just basically exhaust this thing and then run in. So you're saying armor, 3 LRM-5. Could I do 3 LRM-5s? That would be 2 tons versus the 5 here. So if I strip that out, that's going to be 5. And that basically gives me 1.5 of that. 3 of those, and an extra ton of LRM ammo would work. That's doable. I mean, it does... I mean, the damage range... The damage on that's going to be... 5 times 10. So 50... Max damage of 50, I should say. I shouldn't say 50 outright, because not all the missiles will hit. If I toss this in... How much ammo do I really get out of that, though? Where does it say here? It doesn't actually... I've done things where I've shared LRM ammo before, and it's kind of worked and kind of not. Or I go for... I mean, I'm thinking the SRM-2 because that gives me a backup weapon for when I close in. Right now, closing in, it's... doesn't really have the armor to go stomping around. Certainly doesn't have the leg armor to go DFAing about. And a single medium laser, if I go running in, this is going to be gone in no time because it's in an arm. I mean, that's what arms do in BattleTech is they fall off. So the SRM-2 is kind of isolated. But you know what? Let's go. We're going to go true fire support. It's going to be an LRM-5. Gives me back a little bit of the extra firepower. Slightly less heat efficient. Great range, though. Can't complain about that. 4 days. So I want to spin in orbit for 4 days for that.
I'll get it in the schedule.
What are you? You are refit for my close-in attack. You are refit for my damaging AC-10. And you're just a stock Vindicator. With a, shoot. No. Stop work. Stop work. I know it's going to cost me some stuff, but let's scrap Mr. Vindicator, actually. Or stick him in the mech bay. And we're going to get this properly kitted. Game. That's not funny. Stuff better still be in my inventory, or I'm going to be wicked pissed. There we go. Plus 25% crit, plus 1 stability damage. That means that is no longer a laughing joke there. I need to get the ballistic back in as well. So pop in our AC-2 and our AC-2 ammo. Okay. Heat efficiency is gone to crap, but you know what? I'm okay with that. Firepower is good. Range is excellent. Yeah, I don't really want to turn this into a glass cannon, because inevitably what happens is you wind up on the mission where you built yourself a long-range glass cannon, and you lose the rest of your lance, and it's down to your glass cannon to try to save the day, because obviously he's held back, he's got full armor and everything for what Lily has, and that never tends to work out very well. There we go. 4 days on that. Still, fortunately.
Logged and noted.
Get that up in priorities. And yeah, I will definitely sit and spin for 4 days on top of that. Yep, euphemisms. Gotta love them.
Got a new financial report for you, Commander.
Yeah, I'm good with that. I can even go through and, in all honesty, sell off that Vindicator. There we go. That's covered my expenses for another month.
That work order is complete, boss.
Training
Top-notch
module
work,
is
if I may say
good.
so.
Let's get your power systems back up.
Sure thing. It'll take a bit, but we'll get it done.
Good. I know you'll get it done. And Shadowhawk one more day. Hey-oh, Shadowhawk's done. Contract. Sign me up, sirs. Destroy base. Give me all of it. Give me all you got. Yeah, again, that's why I hold on to stuff like the medium laser. It's gonna suck that I'll run out of LRM ammo that much quicker, but it also means I'm gonna be bringing that mech into fight much more quicker too. So that's kind of the mentality I have with that. Just to be consistent. D-Da, because you're going to be parking, that mech is going to be parked most of the time. I'm going to move Behemoth down for Bulwark with that set up. Good gunner. And we're going to bring our favorite, our bullet magnet. No, I'm not going to do that. Spur, Medusa. Yeah, actually, you've got the decent gunnery, so yeah, I gotta keep getting your experience up. Who am I bringing in to pilot the Doom boat here? Well, you know what? This isn't that far off from what Thug boat should be in, I think, at this point. 225-ton drop weight. Yeah, LRM-2. Well, the problem with the LRMs is the missile. The 2-hit chance applies to each missile. So you may have a 95% hit on a swarm in total, but it's meaning each missile is getting that 95% chance to hit. So the laws of probability start to kick a little bit away from the favor of the LRMs. And especially with when you start looking at people going into the brace, so you only do like half damage with your missiles, And indirect fire also seems to rob the overall damage effect of them. Whereas the AC2, yeah, you have to be in direct fire, but it's 25 points of damage, and it's usually at a range that the AI doesn't seem to want to engage back at.
Initiated.
Okay, target. Oh, don't tell me you put... Okay, good, it's not that map. Whew. There's a Badlands map out there that is a massive...
This whole planet could use an air conditioner.
This whole planet could use an air conditioner, yeah. Don't you wish? There's a map. There's a Badlands map out there that's kind of like this, but it takes a different approach, and it is pretty difficult to deal with. There's no good approach I've really found on that map. It's almost as bad as that that hilly map that I was on the other day.
Standing by.
All right, the LRM boat's gonna stay back in cover.
Reporting enemy contact.
Oh no, it's a vehicle. Whatever shall we do? I don't think I could possibly take out a heavily armed vehicle.
Let's get fired up! There's work to do!
There's a little bug in the game where LRM pluses from Delta providing a +3 stability damage, not 2, which means 5 stability damage per missile. Ooh. Whoa! That's evil. Let's see, Thugboat. You are going to have him just within your sensor range if I move up to here. Ah, it's got to be a galleon, right? I can't shoot you anyways. Could I? Nope. Sensor lock him.
Sensor lock on target.
Nope, it's a striker. It's everybody's favorite BattleTech vehicle because they're in every frickin' mission.
Standing by.
Airbrained needs you need some more variety here, believe me.
Yes, Commander.
Hey, missile boat. I mean, let me demonstrate here. That's an 85% chance to hit on an LRM 10 and 5 combo. Indirect fire against 45 points of armor. So even if I hit full broadside on this, it would be supposedly enough to potentially wipe off the armor on the front here. And start going... You could actually wipe it off by hitting that spot entirely. But it's a called shot. Precision strike really doesn't seem to benefit much against it. And even then, it's not worth... I don't need to reduce the initiative of that target.
Taking the shot.
So at this point, you know, how much is it really going to do? Yep, not really much of anything, because it just spreads out all over the target, so...
Receiving you.
That's kind of why I much prefer direct fire weapons, unless I'm going for stability damage. Hey, we got some mechs there. Lovely. Would you like to potentially take that target out? There's some lovely crunchy ammo in that spot. I mean, I know there's no structure left, but... Yeah, you've got evasive just so you can spot. Alright, Oh, come on, Glitch. Really? You can't see... Not only that, but he's in a spot where I can't fire back from. Alright.
Don't need to tell me twice.
Yeah, the AC2 was damage, and this is 25, which is... It's comparable to a medium laser, so it definitely seems to be buffed. Because I'm pretty sure it's 25 points of damage. I might be thinking of a boosted damage AC2. But what can I do? You're back in hiding. Let's keep you in the back along with my missile boat. Nope. That's out of range. Bring you up. Then sensor lock. 35 tonner, 30 tonner. Panther, Jenner. No, Jenner's not 35. Ugh. Losing my mind there. Probably Panther.
Sensor lock on target.
Nope, Jenner. And I'm glad you've got that evasive modifier on you right about now. Even though you just moved to get 2 of it back. And a spider. Okay. Firing on me. But I haven't even shot you guys.
What's up, boss?
I have a direct line of sight. I do. So there you go. 25 points damage on a... The only thing this AC's got on it is boosted accuracy. Yeah, comparable to a medium laser at really long ranges. So, yeah, hell yeah. The AC2's, it's kind of the undersung workhorse of the system here. And as far as this Jenner goes, one shot will get into that center torso, and I'll let the missiles hopefully crunch the rest. Take it away, Behemoth. There we go. Not enough, but good splash damage across the board.
Ready for orders.
Decker, how about we move to that side. +2, and also engage.
Target acquired.
Reduce just enough of your movement bonus, I think it might help, so...
Target's taken a critical hit.
Good, good, good. Glitch. As soon as you get an opportunity to go, my friend. Yep, I hate strikers.
Waiting on you, Commander.
A machine... Yeah, I mean, tabletop, hell, you want to talk Razorback and crit-seeking mechs. Yeah, absolutely. It's the, it's kind of the equivalent of that, just long range at that point. You know what, split fire. Give me 1, 2. Pop that against the vehicle. I want the inaccurate weapons against the secondary target. That might be enough to pop it.
Got it.
Hey, I like that. An SRM4 crit. And a tank down to boot.
Knocked out a vehicle.
It's not often... Or, yeah, make a Mecha SRM carrier. Yeah, you mean a SRM trebuchet? Oh, boy. I'm gonna guess a turret.
I took some shrapnel.
No, you didn't, because I've got that cockpit mod. Try to headshot my pilots, you little pain in the rear. Let's see what you do with a little bit of AC-10. And honestly, I'm going to throw some fire that spider's way, because it's an AC-10 with a little bit of precision strike. Offset that target moved. I forget, what the heck does this thing have? The extra accuracy, and I guess the extra damage.
Engaging target.
Oh! Boom!
Enemy mech destroyed.
I don't need a Mech SRM carrier, I've got that AC-10. They tried to nerf the AC-10 in beta, and I still don't think they quite did enough to it. Because boy, does that stuff hurt. The AC-10, just the damage, the range, it's just right in that sweet spot.
What's up, boss?
Decker, can you, you got kind of crap damage from there. We'll just send an LRM-5 down that way. We don't need that much damage to really take anything off of this mech. Because I have Behemoth firing right behind him. Oh, no, I gotta move you up, bring in line of sight, huh? Okay, we'll do that.
Roger.
I like this tag team with the Shadowhawks here now.
Target acquired.
Oh, the AC-2. Yep. Something's gonna fall off this thing. There we go.
Target's taken a critical hit.
And there's that. Ah, tank. Tank and or mech. Probably tank. Actually, no, it could be a mech. I'm not seeing the heavy
Commander?
lance, quote-unquote, that we were promised.
Coordinates received.
And we'll finish up with the laser light show from the Thunderbolt. a little bit so I don't overheat.
Roger that.
It doesn't even matter.
Let's get fired up. There's work to do.
I don't think there's much left of that mech at all at this point.
They've got a lock on me.
Okay, there's a turret. That's an LRM turret. Oh! Hoo, hoo, hoo.
Armor's holding.
Okay, that is a nasty punch on that thing. That turret is punching well above its weight limit. I need you to get up there, and... Yep, not enough. And there's very little cover to get out through there. This is going to be a tough one. I know this tank is out here, but I need to get within sight of that turret and take it down. What do we got? Oh, there's one down there, too. Lovely.
Good to go.
You didn't get quite enough movement out of that so I can actually shoot that, so... Cover the force, please. The AC-10 in beta was actually, if I remember right, 100 points compared to the 70 it's at currently. Urban mechs for a while, there's a video on my channel, were extremely deadly. I mean, it was like the MechWarrior Online, that April Fool's Day video that they did with the Death Blossom Urban Mech mode. It was spectacularly bad. And
Affirmative.
you could take an Urby out, and you were just knocking pieces of Assault Mechs off left and right. I think the fight I did was 4 Urban Mechs against 1 Atlas, and they just absolutely bagged it.
On me.
It was not a problem for it at all. Yeah, I know they got a sensor lock on you, but you have the armor to withstand some direct hits. Okay, sniper turret. PPCs are not going to be fun. Your indirect fire on that, your direct fire on those. I need to get you a little closer and keep everything within range. Or within my line of sight. The AC-20's 120 points, I think, before they retooled those. So the damage value, this damage spread was not that far off originally. I think AC-5s were 50 or 75, somewhere around there. But yeah, it definitely, they nerfed that about midway through the beta, and for good reasons. Try to take that down a little bit.
Commander?
Behemoth, can you get me some indirect fire? I kind of get you into direct fire if I can.
On my way.
I just like the damage potential a little more of a direct fire shot. That way the missiles can't get lost on the way to the target. Alright, PPCs are not going to be a problem. Don't know what the heck that turret's got, but it's got to have something good. You do not have line of sight, interestingly enough, at that point. That puts you within line of sight of those turrets, but that one hasn't engaged me yet, so it's probably a PPC turret. Can I get you... Ha! I can get line of sight from down there.
Full speed, no target.
That's right, Decker. Speed is life. Good lord, how many turrets does this thing have? I don't care.
Enemy sensor lock
Yes, I know.
detected.
You've spotted me. I know. LRM-15's on that. That's it. Wow.
Good to go.
Those things are just spectacularly deadly for some reason. Actually, you know what, Glitch? Can you do me a favor? I have suffered the existence of this tank long enough. I can do a split shot. Large laser on that distant target. Save your SRM-6s. Heat fire. Good.
Firing on target.
Take a little bit off that turret. And grab the striker.
Target destroyed.
That's one less spotter on the field.
Mover down.
You say that, Star Commander, but honestly, like I said, if I'm, see, I mean, look at that. That was nothing on a Shadowhawk for indirect fire.
Minimal damage.
That was just tiny blips here and there. A direct fire from that thing? Oh god, that would have been bad. The thing is, by the time I shoot Behemoth dry here, that just means, yep, I've moved her up, and now I have a mech that's freed up for melee. If there's anything I would actually be willing to toss a melee mod on or a DFA mod on, it's going to be my LRM boats, because you drop some of your ammo, and then you just kind of wade them into the fight. And at this point, honestly, I'm right up against the map edge anyways. I'm really not expecting reinforcements to show up.
Receiving you. Got it.
Yeah, I should have 2 shots left on this actually, I believe. Because you're going to see that drain down. Nope, actually more than that. Okay. 4 shots, you're right.
That turret is gone.
And in all honesty, by the time we're done, that will be just enough to finish that off. And I'll still have actually AC2 ammo too, so it's not like you're completely out of luck at that point. That actually gets me pretty good coverage against that turret. Oh, there are more forces. Oh dear. Well, that's okay, because this is... Oh dear God, an AC-20 kill it. Why? Why did someone put that on a turret?
Firing.
Squish it! Squish it fast! It must die. There's an AC-20. It's going to get a shot on me, I'll bet. Alright, up. That's the enemy forces coming from that direction. Okay, lovely. Into the left arc. That sucks. Please don't fire turret. Please don't fire turret. Please don't fire turret. Please don't fire turret. You're still going to fire because you're down here in the initiative. Oh, boy. Ew. Nothing like seeing a PPC pass in front of your cockpit like that to wake you right up, huh?
Commander?
Glitch. I need you to get over here, please. And provide some suppressing fire, please. Namely, take out that turret. Take it out. Take it out, take it out, take it out, take it out. Bring it down. Shoot it. Shoot it now. We'll give you 2 weapons to do it with because I want to cool you down because I got mechs over there. Okay. Yeah, where are the turret generators?
Kill.
Don't tell me they're up here. I would be absolutely pissed if they're actually up here. Saw that structure out of the corner of my eye and thought they might have it do something here, but the game has lied to me before in that regards. Centurion, let's get you a little more
Full throttle.
in position to hopefully pick up on sensors what's going on up here. 40 ton. Vindicator, no, Vindicator's 45. 25 ton is a Locust. That's got to be the rocket Locust. And yep, another one.
Warning. Enemy sensor locks detected.
Oh, and they're tacticians too. Oh joy.
What's up, boss?
Let's see. Not ideally want to bring you within range of that turret just yet. Not see that. And see that. It's a light mech. It's gonna be side arc. Yeah. Just what I thought. Almost impossible to hit until... Yeah, I'll take those odds.
Got it.
Almost. But almost doesn't count.
Enemy detected.
50 ton.
I've been sensor locked.
And sensor lock, which does absolutely no good.
Orders.
If that's a trebuchet, that was really a waste of energy there. No, the commando would be... Yeah, good point. That could be the... Well, if it's a laser commando, I should have been shot by that. Large laser would definitely cover that distance. Alarms... Yeah, just fire it off and make a nuisance of itself. Their light mechs, melee is going to be very good for this situation. And I just need to wear down his evasion a little bit. What do we got? Ah, cicada. The PPC cicada. Lovely.
Warning. Armor low.
And Thugboat's armor is not
Waiting for
happy
orders.
about that, but... Glitch is out of position on a hill. Okay. That's okay.
Double time.
Just means she'll be nice and cooled down for that next shot. Top of the order on initiative. Let's see what we got. Oh, that's a large laser turret of some description that can see... Oh, right. Sensor locked. Of course it can see me. Thugboat. Would you terribly mind getting a little bit of distance away from the long-range turret?
Engaging jump jets.
Commando, 2D. Ah, the rocket, the SRM standard. Okay. And we call shot on... So if I touch off the SRM ammo in either torso location, I want to do it, knock off that SRM 4, just to start with. There we go. Battle board has been reduced by a third. This is really dangerous, me splitting my fire like this, too. Yeah, Shadowhawk is going to have to kick it up and...
Barely
move
hit,
on.
Commander.
You say that barely hit, but...
Orders?
I don't want to be in a spot where
Moving
I'm
to position.
wide open like that. Mr. Commando, if you would give me some options. Or I can shoot him at a 40, 55, or much broader range shot, but less likely to hit. Not much is going to have to hit. Eh. He got into cover and sensor locked me. Well, that means I'm going to be attacked by that turret next
Ready
turn.
for orders. Aye, aye.
What do we got for the shots here? Not bad. Much better. Or indirect, but much better. But yeah, indirect. Nope. No good. That's one large laser gone that I don't have to deal with. Hello, friend. Centurion has decided he wants to play. Behemoth needs to worry about melee soon and is losing armor on that center torso. Okay, and the PPC. Right. PPC's in the right torso on that cicada, as I recall. Yep. Along with the machine gun.
Commander?
Glitch. What do you have for a shot here? Large laser only. Full battle board. You need to take that thing down fast, and you've got enough to be able to do a bit of harm as you do it. Should probably be leaving you to fire last, but I like that right arc shot that I've got.
All weapons are go!
Crunching our way through. Okay. Stupid laser turret. Go away. I can't deal with you right now. Tugboat. Not enough movement to deal with any of that. Taking damage on the left's arm, so I can do that and still have... I feel almost like I'm fighting under clan rules right now, where I'm taking on targets individually. Yeah, this is it. This is a clan fight I'm staging here. I've got an individual target that I've assigned for every single mech, and I'm going to do my best. Oh, nice. SRM6 crit.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
I can live with that. I'm going to have all of my guys take on individual targets and take them down to the best of their ability at this rate. You're going to run in melee me, aren't you? Nope. Oh, I don't like that.
Internal
Oh,
structure damage.
there's nothing in there. You can have that left arm. And you just love the sensor locks, don't you?
Ready for orders.
Behemoth. Demonstration. Why you do not close. Here's an example. This guy's moved fast enough that if I were to fire from here, my direct fire weaponry, look at the odds to hit on that. I mean, yeah, the LRMs are minimum range, but... And same thing with the AC2. But the medium laser's a 55% chance to hit because of the target size, sensors being paired because of terrain in the way, and his movement. Or... I can go in for a melee attack, choose which way I want to face. So I can say my left arm, you know, I don't want that exposed. I want to be like that. So that way this guy can't circle around and come at me on that side. Or I can say I want to be here because that's woods in there. Either way, I can get over here, and I've got a 90% chance to do 85 points of damage. That is why I'm doing a lot of melee.
On the move.
And it's something I actually noticed on Wasted Stream last night. He was doing a lot of, he wasn't closing in a lot.
Let's go!
And sometimes you just have to do this, especially with Behemoth here. She's got one more shot on that set of LRMs. So you know what? It's time to start closing in and taking the deadly risks with it. If there's anything I should have done, it's probably stripped out the medium laser and replaced it with a small laser and the extra armor. That's what I really should have done. Let's see, what do you have on that turret? Just the large laser and medium lasers. You could potentially do some damage this turn, but you have left your side wide open. I just need to move somewhere where I can take advantage. No, you know what? I'm going to take the fire anyways. I'd rather take it on that unit. Can I close somewhere where I can get that small laser? I want that extra points of damage.
Coordinates received.
No alarm 5. That's a ridiculous amount of ammo for that. I've got to knock it down a little bit. Take it.
Affirmative.
Yep, no leg. That's going to hurt his piloting. You can see where my next melee target's going to be then. Provided he doesn't get up and run away. Come on, you know you want to... No, yep, you're going to run away. It's like a 50-50 chance on whether the pilot is going to run away or melee. Yeah, you're going for the rear armor approach. Yep.
Good to go.
Yeah, I see you there. Shaking your ass. Shaking your ass, and it's about ready to get shot off. I should really look at that Centurion, too, now that I think about it. Tugboat is not going to have the drop on that commando. You have the Centurion. Yeah, I've got to start going after the Centurion here. And if I'm going to overheat damage, let's do it for something that's worth it. I'm just going to be one smidgen over that overheat threshold.
Commencing Alpha Strike.
But I need that called shot to take effect.
Come on, Neck Warriors. It's go time.
Glitch, that's why I love you.
It's getting pretty hot in here, Commander.
The man, I'm not worried about splitting fire on the splitting fire on the buildings. The buildings will be here.
Internal damage.
The mission itself is not going to end until I destroy the structures anyways. But that just bought me all the time in the world I need to really do some pain here. Might even just be able to sit here and do that from here if I... Oh, let's face it. Anything I do is going to hurt this guy. Small laser in range on that? Nope. How about now? I'm going to take a shot on the right side, but it's left armor that's weak, so I'm good with that. Small lasers in range. Drop the alarm 5. See if we can drop him. Gone. Bye-bye. SRM explosions in a commando are nobody's friend. Okay, so we've got one cicada who is very much regretting his life choices right now. Still has dangerous PPC, of course. Probably not going to be a problem. Behemoth?
Orders.
I almost hate to do this to this poor guy. It's an 85-point shot, though, and, you know, I'm not going to get that much out of that whole combined array. Just do it.
Received. Locked on for physical attack.
Bye-bye.
Target neutralized.
And that eliminates the last of your spotters, so I only have to worry about direct fire from that turret.
Receiving you.
Correction.
Roger.
I'm only going to have to worry about direct fire from that turret for a little while longer. Ah, I saw a couple missiles streak off in the distance there. That should have been a full wipe. You cheat, computer. You cheat. Let's see. Don't need the SRM-6. Let's cool off.
Here we go.
Okay, so a little bit of
Target
internal
destroyed.
damage on Glitch because of the overheat. A little bit of internal damage on
Yes,
the
Commander.
Shadowhawk that I'm going to have to worry about. And that's really about it because
Commander,
it's open warfare time.
on my way.
Standing by.
Let's see, that'll cool you down a little bit. We will see you on that.
Locked on.
I'm reading heavy damage to an enemy structure. Bring it down.
Well, good news, Mr. Exo. I'm sitting in
Commander.
orbit, so I can now state the blindingly obvious. You've lost your goodwill for the day from your earlier line, I'm afraid, sir. Medium buildings. I can take my pick of what I want to bring down, too.
Locking on.
Enemy structure eliminated.
Didn't even need the LRMs for the last bit of that fight. I don't know if you could actually melee a turret or not. I've never actually tried it. Usually because they have something nasty that you don't want to get within range of.
Engaging jump jets.
LRM 5 back. Let's go after 33 points. That's going to be 20. Sure.
Engaging target.
You can see that, I mean, the LRMs on Behemoth there lasted about as long as the AC-10 rounds did, so I can't complain about that.
Yes, Commander.
Decker, would you mind horribly?
Confirmed.
Just getting up there, so I definitely have someone giving me line of sight coverage. I really wish if you had objectives like this where you have to go after the buildings, if the game would not put you into... Oh, yes, I need to put you into sprint mode because there's no enemies on the map.
Engaging target.
No, but there's still things I need to shoot, and you just missed the broadside of a barn with an AC-10 on an 85% chance shot.
AC-10. Ammunition depleted.
Good job, Mr. Unit Leader.
Good to go.
Doot. And split up the...
Got it.
Target down. And almost down. Should have fired the...
Brought it down, Commander.
Nope, they're both down.
Get your lance to the LZ, Commander. I'm coming in hot.
You don't need to come in hot for Jack's squad. I already took care of everything, lady. Thank you, though.
Mission successful.
Buildings, I don't think you can... I mean, you can walk through certain kinds of buildings. You can jump on certain kinds of buildings. There's that one map that it loves to just stick like a Shadowhawk on top of a building and just... That mech will not move no matter what you do. Okay, 25, 10, 10. Not bad. And salvage is going to be interesting. No injuries. Minor repairs across the board. I am happy with that. Ooh, what did we get? An intact spider. And... parts of the Jenner Commando. Probably nothing useful. Heat sinks. Jump jets. And the usual fare. Let's look at what we can get otherwise. LRM-10s are usually the better way to go. I think they actually give you a little bit more money for that. Not really worried about picking it. Actually, no. Grab this then Centurion piece. Can't give up a 50-ton mech. Alrighty. So yeah, you basically gave me all the salvage except the cicada. Okay, sure, whatever. Like I need bits and pieces of commando. Hey, Dr. Farad, can I mount a commando head on the front of the Argo? You know, decoration, hood ornament.
That mech you wanted is back online.
That mech I wanted is going to be immediately sold off. Because I could care less about a spider at this point. Go away before I taunt you a second time. I see an AC2 Plus also in there as well. 25% crit. That's not quite so good. I like the higher accuracy one better at that point. Turn 4. Not much to say. Okay. How are we doing?
Good to go.
Behemoth is quite happy. This is why I'm actually pushing out on her. You do get a bit of a bonus to indirect fire. You know, it helps you a little bit as you go, but really want that breaching shot.
Receiving you.
And
Ready for
what you
orders.
should see, ideally, once I get to it, I want the extra health. Oh, if I do that, that's going to give you the Ace Pilot ability, and that's actually pretty darn useful, too. Or I can go for the Breaching Shot. Not a lot of people actually use Ace Pilot from what I've been seeing when they have it.
Training complete.
Oh, it's doing the pet announcement right now. If you're on shore leave and see something fluffy, enjoy it. There.
Waiting for orders.
Yes, Commander.
I mean, they do have some pretty nice stuff
Commander.
there. There you go. That's the advantage of your, of the training room. Granted, it's not much, but when you tech up to the top level of that thing, ooh, it takes off pretty quickly. So Reddy's going to be sitting in the background just getting stuff constantly, all the time.
Ready for orders.
Same thing with some of the other pilots eventually. As you start to go up on that training room, the minimum level that you can have actually gets higher. So you can have some pretty experienced pilots in the base still getting
Receiving
some
you.
experience.
What's up, boss?
Okay, see you, Glenn. Flying back home from Spain. Oh, that's gonna be a fun flight, I bet. 3 mech orders with Ace Pilot. Oh yeah, it's once you get to that point in the mission, you've got the training facilities built up. It's not that hard to actually get to that level. Let's get these guys repaired, actually, rather than try to launch them into the field with damage. 2 days and 1 day. We'll just put off that fire starter again.
If anyone wants coffee, I've got a fresh pot going on the forward.
It'll eventually finish.
Pour me a cup. I'll be right there.
Coffee's on, by the way, according to the crew. 3 days. And Whisper is out of action still for 10. Okay. Little bit of a spinny spin. And let's see what we got left here. Or do I want to go after Panzer? I would ideally like to have one more heavy mech if I can before Panzer. So we're going to do one more mission here, and then I'm going to jump off to Panzer. My XO just screamed at us to secure all loose gear around the mech bay. Don't know what we are doing, some sort of unanticipated acceleration? Kinda curious. Piloting, working out pretty good there. Maybe thinking about swapping in DDoS somewhere, but that's working out good for long range. Which I really need that, now that I'm thinking about it, is breaching shot long range. You are Bulwark. That's what it would really give me an advantage, but I need that on the Thunderbolt. Actually, no, really, that is kind of a waste on the Thunderbolt, now that I think about that. Aside from the large laser. No, never mind. I'm overthinking it again.
Men warriors, prepare for combat.
Okay, it's over in Germany. That's not too bad, then. That'd be me flying from where I am in Maine down to New York City, probably. Pretty comparable distance, I think. Come on, game. You can figure it. There we go. Negotiate a major bump if we do find the propagandists and eliminate them. Okay, so it's that propaganda mission. So again, I have to take someone down, but I have to take them down quickly.
Command interface initiated.
As opposed to finish him. Finish him slowly. I know I'm butchering that quote.
Time to get paid.
Alright, so we've got the terrain looking surprisingly favorable for the enemy and to some extent, but also for me if I plan this right. Kind of liking the look of that approach for an LRM boat to go on. Behemoth,
Standing by.
front and center, and start braking towards that hill.
Got it.
Bug boat, I need you on the main road.
Standing by.
Decker on support.
On it.
This might get you close enough to trip it. Nope.
Picked up a
Okay.
blip.
Over on that side. Good. That's where my LRM boat's going to be.
Good to go.
Glitch. Let's lead you along that.
Coordinates received. We can do this. Let's go.
I'm actually thinking, with this being a mech fight, I'm going to hold back on the LRMs on that tank at the moment. You're just within range for sensor lock. And nothing else showed up while I moved, so that's good.
Sensor lock on target.
Bulldog! Not much of a threat from this range. The large laser's not going to be fun,
Receiving
but...
it.
You are direct fire. You're fully armored Bulldog, though, so yeah, I actually do want to leave the LRMs on.
Engaging with target.
Hey, Jared. Good morning. I think another AC-2 hit should do that. There's a 20-ton mech. Nope, 55. Wolverine, probably.
Waiting for orders.
Let's
Acknowledged.
get Decker up on the ridge. We'll contribute his LRMs.
Target acquired.
If you could see your way through the armor and set off the ammo in there, that would be great. In my offline
What
campaign,
can I do for you?
I had myself set up that I had a really good, good solid lance that just all were carrying LRM 10s and 15s, so fire phases at this point were really intense, shall we say.
Go.
There we go. One tank down.
Smoked them.
Wolverine. Let's see, what are you gonna do? Oh, quick draw, true. Could be a quick draw too. Let's see. You, I believe, sir, are right within my sensor range. Let's see what you are. Kintaro! Nope, we're all wrong. Okay, Behemoth.
Waiting for orders.
I do believe I need to introduce him to that, and with it being a Kintaro, medium laser there, SRM6 ammo that will touch off if I hit it. I hit either torso, that would knock out the LRM ammo too. Actually, this is gonna be one of the rare ones. I want to hit that. I'm gonna hit that right torso from range.
Target confirmed.
Good shot with the AC-2. And the missile follow-up. He's braced. I saw the 2s flying off him. He's darn braced. Alright. And he's got a friend approaching from the right. Pincer movement.
Receiving you.
Can I do anything to potentially... I can introduce some more LR5s into the equation, and yeah. Let's keep you moving on the hill.
Roger.
Just keep contributing.
Confirmed.
It's not going to do much good, but it's better than lobbing fire downrange into a target that's got evasion.
Waiting for orders.
Not enough if I do that. I really wish I had jump jets on that, that mech. Got to close you in to be any use, and this keeps you in the right range, but yeah, not really liking being that far down in elevation. This could backfire pretty badly. I can back her up the hill though, so. Okay.
Minor damage, Commander. Nothing to see here.
Actually, I'll probably... Oh, tank. Hello, tank. What are you? Let's see. We're going to have to start contributing tugboat to the fire here, I believe. Sensor lock is nice in some ways, but I need the extra fire. If you wouldn't miss with said extra fire, that would be nice. Actually, the way I'm set up right now is actually pretty good because I've got Decker and Behemoth.
Orders?
Thugboat's opening up, so he's getting the shot that could potentially end things. Then we bring Decker in. He's going to bring a little more short-range pain and hopefully land some, at least do a little more damage on stability. Actually, while I'm looking at him, let's do that to increase his chances.
Firing.
Hey, there we go. You're down to half your SRM ammo.
Damage.
He's probably going to want to close distance. What do we got coming in? That was an AC of some variety. 55-tonner Shadowhawk?
Yes, Commander.
Don't know why I wouldn't fire the LRMs, but okay. Behemoth, what can we do to capitalize on this and still stay away from that target?
Moving to position.
So I got a nice elevated position here. I want to hold this ground. So I've set him up pretty good with all of that all the weapons in that order, and now Glitch is going to come in.
I hear ya.
And she gets to lay down the rest of the pain.
Commander. Moving out.
Take it.
This should be good. Did you see that? Did you see it?
Oh, I saw it, Glitch. I'm quite happy with that. 60-tonner. Okay. Manticore. But I don't really care about that. We've got another threat coming in over here. And if I'm going to do this, let's jump it over and stay out of range of that.
Engaging jump jets.
Hey, another Wolverine. And I don't have that, so we'll just have to take what we've got. Left torso. I'll take that happily. Actually, yeah, what we got in there? Just the heat sink, but the AC ammo. Yep. Nope. Undo that. There we go.
Yes,
What
Commander.
can we do with Mr. Decker? Mr. Decker. Ah, fire starter. Okay. Yep.
Up high.
Keep away. Gonna ruin my shot chances here, but keep away.
Firing on target.
And Mr. Wolverine is walking right into a side shot and a thunderbolt. Oh, crap,
Send me
yeah.
a real opponent.
That is not a spot that Glitch wants to be with the fire starter bearing down on her like that in a highly heat inefficient mech.
Orders.
Well, reasonably heat inefficient, I should say.
Coordinates.
So we're gonna have to see if we can do a little damage to you on the way through. Yeah, right side arc.
Targeting for an alpha strike.
I know, I came down off the hill. Probably shouldn't have, but... Someone's got something further back. Someone is holding out, presumably up on that hill where that little moving dot is.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Alright, well, I can do two things. I can... It's going to be suicidal for me to fire off the medium lasers at this distance because, let's be honest, the fire starter is going to get within range of me. So
Got it.
we're going to take an alternative action here. That'll cool me right back down.
Die.
And keep up the attack. Yep, I exposed my back to a mana core.
Careful, they're looping around back.
You've got armor. Oh, not a mana core, SRM carrier. I had armor in the rear arc. I don't have armor there
You
anymore.
can see daylight through my armor.
Crap. That fire star is going to get behind me, isn't he? Okay, priority targets have shifted slightly here. We'll continue to press the attack on the Wolverine's right side. With the world's crappiest AC-10 miss. Wait, what? Okay.
Commander.
Good to go.
Sure, that made tactical sense in somewhere in the AI's estimation. I'm not exactly sure what, but it did. I think the game is finally starting to lose its mind.
Locked on target.
Involuntary glass cannon nod, yep. That just about sums it when you see
That
the
is
entire
something good.
rear armor sandpapered off. Enemy turn. Are you going to try to get behind? Are you going to be able to do it? No, that's not going to help because that's going to knock me down. Second. Really? Why did it even waste that
Damage
shot like that?
minimal.
Okay.
Yes,
Behemoth. Yeah, you just... That was the LRM boat that you just walked within. It's an LRM boat. It's meant to suffer.
Target locked. Engaging jump jet. Let's get fired up. There's work to do.
It hurt, but oh, was that worth it? Let's face it, the Firestar hits me from downhill. It's going to be hitting the upper torso more than anything, so... I can tank that. That LRM carrier's definitely got to be the next thing to
Minimal
go down.
damage on that hit.
Next round, Thugboat is going to have to sensor lock that, and we're going to have to take it from range.
Commander?
Glitch, if you don't mind, yes, please, do a torso twist. Please turn that around, and, yeah. Not much that's going to be left required to finish this, actually. So let's actually take out anything but the essentials.
Roger that. Enemy down.
Headshot kills are great when you have the salvage. Yeah, but boy, are they a pain to get. You can't count on them. Okay, Thugboat. I need you. Are you within range from there? No. So the only way I can sensor lock him is to get into the forest, potentially within range of... Well, at least I'll have him locked in line of sight, so I don't have to worry about that. Sensor lock, the big rolly thing over here that has all of the missiles.
Lock on target.
Yeah, that's an SRM carrier. Going for that right side arc. Okay, well. Yeah.
That shot went internal.
Yep, you hit the legs. That's cute.
Good to go.
Indirect missile fire. Nope, I want direct missiles.
Lifting off.
And downrange onto the SRM carrier. Guess I'll have plenty of SRM salvage on this mission. Not quite enough. Okay, it's okay. Decker will finish it up. Ooh. I think we have an Aurigan out there. Decker, would you care to pop on over? Air indirect fire on that, but you know what? I'm okay with that. Both those units have already gone. Just please finish off Mr. SRM carrier, because I do not want to have that dancing with me while I'm trying to have fun with it's hard to say annihilator. Have fun with a Aurigan downrange. Oh, come on, game. Into the front arc.
Good to go.
Okay, keep your back to everything. Ready to start firing that off again, but for the time being, I have a split line of sight here. Probably not. Just send a laser downrange and finish it, please.
Right, Commander.
What the heck is a mean debuff? What the heck is that? It's the first time I've ever seen that in the pop-up there. The fire starter is a propagandist. If he was trying to escape, it would have announced that. I don't believe it has. What it's doing is it's doing a darn good job of luring me in, is the problem. And I don't want to play his game. There's a reason why Thugboat's got sensor lock. Let's find out what this thing is downrange. It's gotta be an Aurigan. Yep. Aurigan 1K. He's not going to be able to do much with his evasion, because I just canceled out some of it.
Commander.
Decker, you need to move around to a more favorable position to engage from.
Position confirmed.
Begin the plinkage. Gonna say, well, yeah, not really worth trying to target a specific location just yet.
Our primary target is taking damage.
That is the propagandist. So the Aurigan is going to have to go down, and unfortunately he braced, so he's taking less damage on my missiles. Behemoth, I need you to... It's my right side, so I do not want to do that. I want to favor... I want to show the left side if I can. Or failing that, at least
Move order received.
do that much. The Aurigan preferred location, right torso, because that's the AC-10 ammo. You knock that out, you also knock out the medium laser in the left arm, and as always, you pave the way to the center torso. So we're going to go for that. AC-2's pretty good shot. Into the leg. Not that it helps, but... Not getting much off of that called shot.
Waiting for
Wow.
orders.
Glitch, you are in a very weird spot. Somehow it looks like the only place I can actually shoot you from is there. And I still want to go for that called shot. I just don't like the idea of leaving you. Well, you get the right arm, that could be a problem. That's 2 of the medium lasers out. It paves the way to the large laser. But precision shot is going to give me a good shot on this guy. At range.
Firing on target.
Well, yeah, they're extremely heavily armored, but again, this is also an objective mech, so because of the difficulty on this mission, it's ramped up the armor on it. And this is where the fire starter is going to become a pain. I'm not going to be able to keep the Centurion up there tweaking the Orion for long, and the fire starter is now basically calling fire on him. I really do not want to go dancing with a fire starter like this. And I get to a spot where I can still have line of sight on him from a side arc.
Engaging jump jets.
I'll lose the shot on the Orion, but I can unload on the fire starter. And potentially offset him a little bit. You know what? I will happily take that. Star Commander, when you turn, it acts wonky right now, Bulwark, and turning in place. The game kind of treats it as movement, and it doesn't, and it does.
Ready for
So
orders.
basically, the other reason for it is, honestly, I wasn't really expecting much incoming fire to hit some of the things down here. In this case, now I'm feeling a bit better. I'm further up on the hill, and I have a prone, but not a mobile, well, prone, but not directly adjacent target. It's also a holdover from tabletop, because if I were playing tabletop, that would still be taking, it'd still be taking movement points to actually turn the hex facing. So even though you're not actually walking,
What's up, boss?
you're still using up walking movement to actually get where you're trying to go. And so it can still generate heat when you're moving, and you know, just a
Copy
bit of a
that.
holdover. You may not look like you're really going anywhere, but you are still
Commander?
moving around, at least on tabletop, within the 30-meter hex that exists, so... Hey, let's see, can I potentially... Not from there. Can I close you in? I like those odds a little better. And you need to get within range of that Orion pretty darn quickly, so... We will drop all of those. Stay heat neutral. Yep, right there. That should be able to do it.
Come on, Mech Warriors! It's go time!
One spotting unit removed. Mr. Orion has no choice but to move within confrontation range. I'm gonna take a beating from Oh, you hit. Well, aren't you a clever little, nobody up here?
Sensor lock on target.
Hello! Yep, Thunderbolt's gonna take it. Alright,
Damage
Glitch.
minor.
It's time to go dancing. Oh, come on. Split target, really? Yeah.
Orders.
Good enough that both of us can take that. This will be the last bit of the LRM ammo off of Behemoth, then she's going to start closing in.
On it. I'm out of LRMs.
That's okay, Behemoth. You still have plenty of uses that I can put you through here.
Yes, Commander.
Also, plenty of abuses, I suppose. Well, let's see if we can move in for... Can't move in for... Let's see if we can jump in for...
I copy.
Alright. Precision strike on that right torso with that unit.
Engaging.
No, the SRM-6 and everything it went in did not... It
go.
declined the opportunity to touch off any ammo, sadly.
On my way.
It's not... Honestly, it's not worth it, Chris, to try to leg. It just really...
Commencing Alpha Strike.
The odds of hitting legs on a called shot are actually pretty lousy compared to taking a torso, which just took out the AC-10.
Critical hit, Commander.
It takes a little longer to get the mech you want when you do it this way, but you know what? Eventually I get there. Even if I go into the next battle with the forces I have, I'm not too worried. Okay, now I'm worried, actually. That means I need to decapitate quickly here. Now I need the leg shots. Or more accurately, blow through the center torso if I can. 79 points left. I might be able to get it. His initiative is dead last.
Waiting for orders.
Behemoth, I need you to get in closer here.
I copy.
Functional equivalent of 2 medium lasers going in.
Engaging target.
Doing pretty good.
Commander.
Decker, it is up to you at this point, my friend.
On my way.
You have the SRM-6 of Doom here. Make it count.
Affirmative.
We can do this! Let's go!
There we go.
Target eliminated.
Okay. I am happy with that.
Mission successful.
I am not going to let another one of those stupid propagandists actually get away when that happens. I've had that happen way too many times now. I had to run into the no advancement bug. I mean, I'm certainly getting somewhere. I'm still building up reputation, still building, managing a solid morale. And like I said, next mission I'm going to be taking on the storylines. What happens is a lot of people tend to get bogged down in all these little side missions, and they don't do the storyline, which is what really kind of gets you moving. So, there we go. There's another piece of the Orion 1K. Stability damage LR15. That's a tentative grab. Oh, nope. There's an SRM plus. Come here, you little... Before I even grab... Oh, you... I hate you, game. I really hate you sometimes. Stability damage is pretty useful in an SRM. So is the extra damage it ties with it, but I need some more cockpit mods. Short term. So I don't want to make this a regular habit of grabbing them, so maybe I'll get lucky and get that, but... Yep. Well, I got the alarm 15. Did I get the SRM? Nope. Okay. Well, that's the way it goes. I've got one more bit of Orion 1Ks now, so that's good. Might be able to actually find somewhere that sells them too if I really wanted to get that desperate. But first, we have a storyline mission to get to here. Alright, Mech Bay.
Welcome to the grease pit, Commander.
How bad? A little bit there. We're good. Let's see. Should I throw... Well, Shadowhawks aren't going to be able to mount that cockpit mod, but the Centurion can. Which is good, because that's the mech I'm piloting. Which I'm a character who cannot die. And you know what? Because of that, I'm actually going to give myself the rangefinder. I'm pretty sure it doesn't go in any other... Yeah, because it highlights the slot that it can go into, so that's the best I really can do. Yeah, go ahead and mount that up one day.
On it.
I'll have a heavier mech at some point that I'll be able to throw that cockpit mod in, so that's still a good thing to have around. Let's manage the... That fire starter is never going to be done, man. It's just going to sit there, taking forever. Extort repair, accounting stops. No, not having that bug yet here. It looks like everything is going pretty smoothly. Sorry about the sound cut out there. I needed to tab over. Let's take a look at the Mech Warriors, see where we're at.
Yes, Commander.
Behemoth now has the breaching shot that I've been looking for.
Mech Warrior training complete.
Yes,
He
Commander.
does not come up.
Receiving you.
You're good.
Waiting for
Glitch. Could go after the extra health, which is probably not a bad idea, knowing the way that the game likes to target her. Called bonus or the extra evasion and the extra melee hit. Health, please.
Training complete.
Ready for orders.
Nothing with Medusa to do. Ready is
Receiving you.
building up her XP slowly.
Standing by.
Tailgate. Thugboat. Thugboat has extra health. Or better hit.
You're really doing a bang-up job on ship repairs. I
Training
just wanna
confirmed,
say-
Commander.
Why, thank you, Yay.
Yeah, no problem. And you doing it means that I don't have to. So it's a double win for me.
Yang just thanked Dr. Rod for keeping the ship in such good shape. Because it's a double win, because I don't have to do the work. Yeah, I see where you're going there, my friend. You just want to hang out in the mech bay and tinker all the time, right? Alright, contracts, let's get us on course for Panzer. I hate escort missions. Nope, Panzer.
Roger that, Commander.
20 days, that'll give me a chance for everything to heal up here.
All hands prepare for transition to thrust gravity.
More complex economy. That would be interesting, because I mean, there's planets that are marked black market. And you don't really seem to be able to get anything extra at them. They're more for sort of flags that if you have certain events happen while you're there, you have different options that you can use. And hey, that fire starter's finally going to finish. Our mech crew, our mech techs are going to have nothing to do in a second here. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing what some people can do with some more mods to the game. There's already been a few things out that they're mods but not mods.
Commander.
And it's definitely going to be interesting to see what kind of gets built up over time. Come on, advance one more.
Network orders complete, boss.
There's my ship upgrade.
Top-notch
Oh,
work, if I may say so.
Poker night! Okay. I'm playing to win tonight. I'm here to play to win, and... biggest advantage you have in negotiations is that your victims don't know you like I do. Good news is, everyone had fun. Morale increased by 2. I have no problems with that. I have no problems with the crew doing a poker night. That is a tradition in the Highlands, actually. Or at least back in the, around 3025 it was. I don't know if they actually continued that in the official storyline or not. Anyways, ship upgrades. Let's see what we can target next. I can go for the high-capacity power conduits. I can go for structure. Structure, I know for certain there is an event that is going to keep charging me the better part of $2,000 or $20,000, or it gives you a morale, negative morale, which I definitely want to deal with that. So
Roger that, Commander. I'll get the crew moving.
it's a low-cost thing I can do. It's going to take a while. We'll let that churn in the background while I travel. Yeah, I love the job they did with the background chat in all of the Argo scenes that they've got here.
Now entering synchronous orbit.
Okay, welcome to Panzer. And God, do I wish they did more voice acting for all this, because, yeah. So we've already got fighting on the plant surface. Lady Arano is already down there. Basically, she is our dropship. Well, with the aid of their ground support facilities, haha, our pilot is going to take us down there. So, is she okay with this? It's a complicated environment because you saw those asteroids going into orbit. Yeah, the planet's orbit is a mess here. So if you don't have ground support going in, you're in for a world of hurt. Which begs the question, how did the ground support get there in the first place? Welcome to BattleTech's chicken and the egg discussion, everyone. Okay, they need our help. They're making the final push. But we need to take the spaceport control tower away from them. And unfortunately, there's a chemical attack going on. Well, that's not supposed to happen. That's an atrocity. That's definitely against the Ares Convention. This is kind of setting some of the story for what's going to be happening shortly with the Taurian Concordat. Because, as always, they're afraid that the Davians are going to swoop in and take all their stuff. So now they're blaming the Davians for all of this, but of course they haven't done that. That would be well out of line with things that Hans Davian would do, honestly. So we better get moving because things are potentially about to heat up. Just one slight problem. We got to get down there. Come on, XO. Move it along. What did I do with that guy? Oh yeah, the small laser boat of doom. I really wish I could field a star instead of a lance, but oh well. This one's a tough mission now that I remember this one. So I have to take my A game down with me. And that's these guys. I will bring Whisper back in another one. Yeah, this is definitely a tough mission. It's kind of a catch-22. We're gonna start seeing the enemy having to deal. The enemy AI acts a little weird, honestly, on this map, and you can kind of take advantage of that to a certain extent. All's fair in love and war, combined with the winner writes the history books, and they've already broken treaties 10 ways to Sunday. Just drop an asteroid on the entire army. Yeah, there's that whole civilian casualties thing, though. That's kind of a problem.
Command interface
Which is what we're about to hit here. So our pilot made it down, which is good, but we need to take the dropship control center and destroy it. Well, if we destroy it, how is anyone else guiding ships down? It doesn't really... Yeah. Okay, there's a dropship also on its way down, unfortunately. So we have a time frame. We have dropship that's going to be bringing in engineers that can take over the turrets in the base. And we've got mechs that are going to be out in the field actively trying to
bring
stop
down the
them.
control center, and we'll handle the rest. Good luck.
Yeah. To put this in perspective, let me put it this way. Behemoth is not going to be firing any LRMs in the taking of the base here. I actually cannot afford to fire any of her LRMs just yet. Director SRMs on radar. Ugh, lovely. Well, it's going to cycle back around to my turn. So we got an SRM carrier out here. We have another SRM carrier over there, which, yeah, I'm not fighting. Thugboat, could you potentially move and at least break line of sight with one of those? Possibly maybe two, because that's another SRM carrier back there. I really don't want to be caught in that crossfire. Let's just chill out up here.
Engaging jump jets. Engaging target.
They're also fully armored SRM carriers, which it's not that bad, but yeah.
Enemy unit destroyed.
I also have to try to save Thugboat's AC-10 ammo, too. This is a drop in the bucket compared to what's going to be sitting down in that valley. The last time I went through it, there was at least two medium, a heavy mech and two medium mechs down there. Plus a Jenner that was making a damn nuisance of itself.
Confirmed.
Fortunately, the LRMs on Shadowhawk are not a ammo issue.
What's up, boss?
And I can...
On my way.
I could unleash the LRM-5. I really wanted to, but... No, we're going to stick with that AC-2. Beady Blazer at long range. Yeah, Kirk, it is a ton of SRM-6s on those things. Getting caught by one of these, if you are not in a heavy or an assault mech, you are in some trouble. And large laser on that, please. And the worst part is being a 60-ton vehicle, SRM and LRM carriers in BattleTech are the same weight. So if you see 60 tons at range, you have no guarantee whether that is an LRM carrier or an SRM carrier. And that guy just got within short range of all of his weapons, which is not going to help, because that is definitely an SRM carrier down there. Oh, nope. Or can it be a Bulldog to boot? So you can be about to have your ass smoked by SRMs, or by LRMs, or by a Bulldog. Okay, Bulldogs I'm okay with. I mean, at this point now, my best bet is to just run in and stomp the hell out of everything, pretty much. Save everything. All the ammo I've got, basically. Which, to that effect, let's go in and...
Full throttle.
Hello, boys. I'm just coming down to play with you.
Ready for orders.
And the same with you.
On my way. Double time.
I'm kind of engaging on their turf, but like I said, I want to get in and... I'm less worried about taking armor damage at this point than saving every scrap of ammo I've got. With one exception. I'm going to bring him over here. And we'll drop that, and I'm not too worried about running out of the SRM ammo just yet. Even though that did no good functionally.
Good to go.
And Glitch, you have the best chance of anyone down here. Let's see. Split our lower end weapons in that direction.
Line them up and I'll shoot them down, Commander.
I know I'm not going to take anything out, but... Whoa, Glitch, what was that? Wow. That was a pretty piss-poor show there. The advantage is moving in this close. I'm primarily just going to have to worry about SRMs in bad locations. The LRMs are just going to fly wild that close. Option D, all of the above. How about you forgot option E, nuke the site from orbit? Okay, so you're going to go over there, stomp him. You're going to come down, stomp him. You're going to go over and stomp him. Okay. I've got my moves figured out.
Damn it! I'm wounded.
Oh, you're fine.
Reporting
Quit your
internal
bitching.
damage.
All these little pests are about to go away. Tugboat. Why are you not letting... Huh. Interesting. You will not let me walk down and kick this tank. The only one you'll actually let me kick is this one. Okay, fine. Not the order in which I was expecting to do it, but...
Engaging physical attack.
Tank number 1.
Enemy unit destroyed.
No, asteroid just would turn this tundra into permanent nuclear winter almost just from the dust it would throw up.
Standing by.
Okay, we'll take down that bulldog.
On my way. Targeting for physical attack.
Yes, that's right, game. You are not good enough to waste my weapons fire on.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
And
Ready
Behemoth.
for orders. Engaging.
Okay, so our security guys are now going to come in. The good news is I don't have to engage these guys at the moment. The bad news is now the enemy is going to be engaging the turrets, but we've just got our first look at what's going on here. Okay, so there's the Panther. The sad thing is these are actually pretty good turrets down here, so I want to try to actually save these guys. Just to give you an idea of what else is down here, we've got a Jenner running around. That's a fully armored Jenner, so he's not going to be too fun to take down. We've got a Centurion over there, and I believe, well, that's our dropship control center that we have to take out, and there's another mech. There's the Dragon over here. He's the fun one to take down. So, what do I need to do? Thug boat. The good news is I don't have to worry about trying to lock these guys up right now, so I need to start moving mechs into supporting positions. Behemoth's in a good shot that she's got line of sight on one of the Centurions over here, so that's good. Or the Centurion over there. I'm not too worried. I'm going to lose turrets. There's no way that you can actually stop that. The problem, as you can see here, is the clock is now ticking. I have to get someone down here and in fast enough with the firepower intact to take down that dropship control center. And that is a modest target. And the only way you can really get to it is to come up that side.
Yes,
it
Commander.
can be pretty darn
Yes,
close.
Commander.
Because the problem is I have to keep these guys engaged as well. So we're going to go jump up there.
Go.
Re-enable the LRMs, because it's time to unleash the beast here. Centurion, target is... You're the large laser variant. I'd like to take out those LRMs. So let's go for a left torso
I
shot.
copy.
Yeah, he's braced. Darn it. Should have noticed that. Trip down there is going to be problems too. It's likely to actually claim one or two of the turrets. It gets to a point where as soon as I can get guys down in the valley, they kind of split their attention between the turrets and me. So that's why, the other reason why I want to get running with actually a couple mechs on the way down here.
On my way. Double time.
Decker, you're good for a good close-in fight. And Glitch is just going to have to take her sweet time because she doesn't have jump jets. But I'm going to definitely need that fire pretty soon. Oh, and hey, look, there's a Hunchback with a massive AC-20 that I don't want to get too close to. So, sprint. Oh, I need that piloting modification. Yep, you're right, Chris W. There's small laser them after kicking them just to make sure they're dead. That's the problem with the small laser. It's like, can I just... No. Can I opt not to? He's firing on that turret. I mean, the good news is once these turrets start firing, you're going to see them start really poking some holes in mechs here. So that's the other reason why it's really in your interest to save as many of them as you can. Even if they miss, they're still applying evasion penalties. Oh, and he just took a headshot, too. Nice. PPC shot on the left arc. I like that. There's sensor locks going on with the turrets. There's a lot going on with this particular battle. Look at that. The Centurion's torso has already been opened up that I start targeting there. I may not have done much with my shots. Oh, another head hit. Ooh. If I torso the location on that dragon, he's going to be down. That'll give me the mech. All right, so now they're saying, they start off by saying, no, fire on the turrets. And now they're all of a sudden like, no, stop firing on the turrets. We need to fight the mechs. The good news, since they've all survived, you know, I'm in pretty good shape. The problem is, what's happened here for the enemy is the classic case of the commander does not know what the frick they are doing. So they're going to kind of spend most of this battle pretty confused, actually, as to what they should actually be doing.
Engaging jump jets.
Okay, so I've got a side shot on that trebuchet, which is not all that good. I've got a longer range shot on the Panther. And the Panther is a right torso core that I need.
Engaging target.
Take that right torso, you take out the SRM ammo and the PPC. Basically neuter it with one fell shot. The good news is the terrain is pretty favorable to getting close to here. Crossing that last distance and not getting completely overwhelmed, that's the tricky part. Need to move you over to here with a clearer shot.
Move order received.
And blast it. Torso is weakening. Good. Can't believe Behemoth took a headshot. That's a cheap thing. And you know what? I'm okay with that Centurion doing that, because that means I don't have to worry about shooting it, necessarily. I can send something at another target downrange.
Aye, aye.
Centurion's gonna sit there and not shoot at me? Fine. I will not shoot at it. It's not close enough to hit a turret, except with indirect fire, so... Punchback is gonna be a problem now, too.
Waiting for orders.
Glitch, if you would not mind bringing your weapon range to the fray. When I did this mission before, I actually sat most of my unit up on the hill, and then I got to, like, 4 turns left, and I'm like, oh crap, I gotta get someone over there to be able to shoot it, or at least spot it so I hit it from long range.
Tell me what to shoot.
Which is the primary reason why I did not go in firing Behemoth's LRMs like crazy. I've got a little bit of extra firepower left that I can toss down that way. Assuming I can get there. That's the tricky piece. That's right, you keep taking them, turrets. Structure exposed, sensor locks. Centurion there is taking some fire. Come on, take the arm, take the arm. Head hit, I like that. There we go, PPC gone. Good, 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 good. Alright, the SRM-4 is not out, I forgot that's in the center torso, but at that point you take the other torso and he's just as crunchy. Trying to shoot on Decker, not having much luck. That's okay, the Panther is free beer right now. That AC-20 is my next concern. What I would like to do, this is potentially risking life and limb, actually, because I believe he can run, yeah, he could run up that hill. Don't have enough range to get quite within tree line.
Engaging jump jets.
And I don't have the morale to start trying to trigger the right torso on this guy, unfortunately, but
Engaging target.
we can start to blink at him. Centurion's moving around. Are you going to try to engage? No.
Waiting for orders.
Decker, I need you to... I like the idea of not moving you. I like the idea of being within line of sight of that Centurion even less with that arc.
Moving to position.
I need to keep that hunch back in some way. I'm going to take the shot on the right side for sure. So this is not ideal, but you, my friend, need to go down. I cannot have a Panther running around on this battlefield doing tiny little nibbling kicks. Yeah, it depends on the luck with the turrets, I think, Chris, because it's very... The first time I went through, the enemy managed to destroy 2 or 3 turrets. Yep, indirect fire. Which really did negate things, but I've actually got all the turrets this time, which is pretty darn helpful. And I think some of it's because I didn't move in quite so tightly, so... it didn't really give me the full-on... It didn't kind of abandon me and just go back to the turrets, really. It really seemed to have a problem trying to figure out what to do AI-wise. Right torso, please. Okay, well, you hit the right leg. I guess it's partial win. Those were all over the place. I mean, you see right there, a dragon just turned its back to me.
I hear ya.
How much of an insult is this?
Don't need to
Now is the time I really need that called shot. That's the problem. I can go for that, or I can go for... Nope, not within range, and I probably can't see you. Actually, 85... You, my friend, are a better shot. Your back range, though. But a small, large laser is not going to clear it, so yeah. Do the damage to this thing, please. Thou shalt not suffer an AC-20 to live on the battlefield. Because I think Thugboat's gonna... Huh. He did not fire the... Okay. Look at that. Jetter's just been legged by the turrets. Nice. I'm wondering if the strength of the turret also depends on the strength of your lance, too. There we go. That's laser's gone. So, I mean, when you think about it, the, Geez, the turrets might even do the job for me here. Yep. If it's sizing up the strength and abilities of the turrets in response to my forces, kind of like how it handles the enemy armor, that could kind of be the way that it works with this scenario.
And that dropship is getting close. I'd recommend that you prioritize targeting the control center, Commander.
I recommend you stop backseat driving from orbit and care about the rest of your armies on this planet, because frankly, my dear, I do not give 2 pennies out of the dime. This could hurt, but doing it anyways.
Engaging target.
I want to give him an easy shot because Decker is about to make that run. Oh god, yes, Decker is about to make that run. Get out of there, Decker. I'm gonna need you to get out of there. Can't have you take too much damage.
Minimal damage on that hit.
Of all the mechs on the field, Decker's probably got the best chance of being able to survive what I'm going to be putting him through here. Alarms would be indirect fire at this point. Could jump you down. Here's the other annoying thing. I can shoot through the dropship, apparently. That doesn't make a lot of sense, but it is apparently possible and doable. I have a shot that I can get a direct line of sight on. Direct, indirect, nope. Okay then.
Position confirmed.
I was hoping to get a direct line of sight on the hunchback there, so the his shots would actually mean anything. A, B, swap over.
Roger that.
Into center torso rear, nice. Not enough to knock him down. That's okay. Decker, I hope you're going to live through this, what you're about to get, because I suspect you're about to take LRMs direct. Or the enemy... They're very afraid of these turrets all of a sudden, which is rather amusing. You guys have already moved. Dragon has not. We're going to sprint and go for maximum cover and
I
hope
copy.
that this guy does not decide to try to come around behind me. Everyone else over here has already moved and fired, so this is my big break here, basically. I'm hoping this is going to draw him off, me being right there, but... Why are you not firing your AC-20? Wow. Okay.
Waiting for orders.
This mission is seriously glitched out, apparently. Because I should be getting... I should be getting stomped by these guys, honestly.
All weapons are go!
There we go. The AC-20 machine is not a threat anymore.
Critical hit.
Yep. You go for the left. You go for the right torso to try to hit that AC-20, but sometimes hitting that left torso and taking out the ammo instead just as effective. Come on, Decker. Come out of it. I just realized I sent the bullet magnet. Yeah, I just sent the bullet magnet down into the battlefield. Oh boy. Come on, turrets. Give me a hand here. Right torso. He's down to a small laser now. Trebuchet just took some nasty hits. Machine guns of doom. And have been locking up more targets. Yep, keep going. Keep going on that dragon. I like the mop-up odds I've got here now. Alright. Well, the good news is, the Hunchback really isn't much of a threat. Dragon is, but I can't get in... Oh, do I want to take that chance? I can get in behind him, and... No, it's indirect fire. I can't shoot. And the game will not let me jump on top of this mound here, because, you know, mound, no place to stand on top except, you know, the very obvious spot. Take that Centurion from behind. His rear armor is pretty darn weak.
Engaging jump jets.
It's going to be within minimum range in the AC-10, so I'm going to take a hit on it, but... You know what?
All
Do it.
weapons committed.
And the AC-10 misses anyways. I got a head hit in. Oh, it wasn't even a rear shot, it's a side arc, but that's just as good. Until he melees. You just walked on top of the dropship to...
Warning. Armor breached. Internal damage.
You walked on top of the dropship.
Commander?
Hairbrain Skeens, could you, we need to clean up on the game here. This is gonna hurt, potentially, but it's gonna put me within line of sight.
Aye, aye.
It's exactly what I want for Behemoth. I need Behemoth to start lobbing downrange. I mean, it's not a bad structure to take out, but... the sooner I do it, the sooner I can turn my attention to those other mechs and hopefully not take too much damage while I do this. Tank it on the left side. You can do it. You've got full armor.
Standing by.
Behemoth. Downrange. You're not giving me a shot. That's not helping. Get you there, but that's about it.
Roger that.
Come on, Behemoth. Give me a shot down range. Or is it out of range on your LRMs? Too far out of range. Alright. It's okay. We can work with this. The trebuchet that's here. Rear arc shots on him. I like that. I've got rear arc shots on him. That's even crunchier. Grab it. Thank you. Large laser down.
Reporting critical hit.
Yeah, it's amazing how the how some of your pilots can survive some pretty nasty hits, but yeah. I wouldn't count on that luck, especially with Decker. He has got a way of just...
What can I do for you?
If there is a mech warrior in the universe that manages to blow himself up constantly, it would have to be him. I believe I can split shot target, take down...
Moving out.
Possibly 2 mechs here. It'd be impressive if I can. Let's split large laser off to the side, the SRM-6 off to the side. Accurate, and you... You're not gonna show me anything for that. Yeah, you're not letting me actually see that target anymore, but I know you're mostly center torso. The laser should be able to take that. This is questionable, so let's put one more medium laser on B.
You get a headshot, and you get a headshot.
Well, if you shoot the leg, that's not going to do me much good, Glitch. Hey, what do you know?
That? Did you see it?
I'll have a little bit of Centurion salvage. Pilot incapacitated. There's not much left of it to salvage, but... Now let's just hope I can stomach a dragon at close range. Whatever you do, my friend, do not lose that arm.
Armor low.
In fact, you may just be jumping back... Well, jumping back out of range isn't going to do much to help, but... Yes, my turret friends! No, you need to hit the target, please. You sensor locked the mostly crippled mech. Okay. Lady Arano, could I speak to the programming team responsible for the turrets in this base? I have a real problem with their prioritization programs here. Arm's gone though. Oh, 2 PPCs. Ouch. Pilot incapacitated. Dragon salvage. He took the head hits earlier, and now the PPC hits sent him down, and that was enough to knock him out. He's not a problem anymore. Who's left on the field at this point? The Trebuchet, who's got good enough weapons that they're a problem, especially the LRMs. I can't count on being able to... I can't really count on where I'm at is the problem. I don't want to reserve him, because in case... Yeah, because the Trebuchet has potential for going next, actually. Along with the Hunchback, and I probably do not want to let him do that. So I guess this is the best I can do, is put my back to him. And go for a side shot, too. I mean, granted, I'm doing that with the missing a third of my... You hit the leg again? Seriously? You hit the leg again. Okay, I'm going to take a back shot on a mech that's missing a third of its back rear armor. Come on. Make it, make it, make it. Okay, not going to be doing any DFA attacks from him.
Yes, Commander.
Well, actually, here's your question. You asked if you could DFA or melee a building. No, you can't. I can't do that. I can't jump on top of it. I can move right up next to it and give it all the beans.
Heading out. Target acquired.
There we go. No, I am not going to my LZ to extract. I just stopped the enemy with like 4 or 5 turns left, I think. Uh-oh. The Hunchback is saying, "Eat my small laser."
Damage minimal.
Small laser! Please die from my small laser! Yeah, it doesn't work that way, friend.
Moving to position.
Split shots. Behemoth, you're gonna go long range on our friend there. Is probably gonna drop to the turrets this turn, to be honest with you. Short range on those. Beautiful
Copy
setup. LRM-15 has been critted. And the Hunchback is still not down. Is the mech
Waiting on
that
you,
shall
Commander.
not die. Is a zombie mech. Hello, friend. How's your day going?
Got it. Let's get fired up. There's work to do.
I think his day got a bit hot. Come on, LRMs. Take him down. You've got nothing else to shoot at on this battlefield. I do not need it sensor locked. Just keep hitting it. Yes! Oh, yes. Keep shooting it. Keep going. Left torso, yep. From the turret that was in short range. Oh! Pilot incapacitated. Nice. That's a trebuchet I've got a little bit of peace from. What is left on the field? Oh, the Hunchback. The Hunchback. The Centurion seeks... No, the Hunchback is gone too. What are... Oh, you... No, that's right. You actually do want me to evac on this map, annoyingly enough. Or am I forgetting something here that I should be remembering? I can't remember.
Waiting for orders.
Behemoth, you're on sprint.
Coordinates received.
Decker, you are on sprint, sir.
Aye, aye.
Glitch. Yeah, that mission's a cakewalk when you actually have lots of turrets that survive the initial confrontation. I think it was like 2 of the turrets here that I lost early on. The AI just targeted them and wiped them out pretty much in the first 2 turns. Black boat, you should be able to sprint in. I don't believe there's anything else on this mission. I think the reason why it's doing this is because it has the, basically, well, the not a cutscene.
Good to go.
Where the incoming dropship is trying to radio the tower to get guidance. I don't believe there's a further confrontation. I hope. There's my dropship. We're good. All communications between a spaceport. Lady Arano, I destroyed that building like 2 turns ago. Why are you saying it only just went down? Konak, we've lost you! Nav support is offline. Where are the damn tugs? She's going down.
Mission
And we have
successful.
some nameless second lieutenant somewhere else in the unit saying, "All hail Lady Arano." Yep, okay. I wonder if that was a Kickstarter thing. Where one lucky person could get an actual line of dialogue in the text, so to speak. In the text. They so needed to do voices for the whole thing. Why did they not do voices for the entire game? Alright, well, good news is money's definitely not a problem anymore for a little while. Contract payment increased by 50% from all of that. And minor injury to Behemoth. That's okay. I get to swap our friend back in. Decent kill spread there, too. And then the salvage. Oh, the salvage. I got the trebuchet intact somehow. I got the dragon intact somehow. And I got the centurion intact somehow. Game, that's not fair. Yeah, I've got, 4 and 13 on this mission, but wow. You just handed me... Well, there's 1 complete mech. No point in getting any more pieces of that one. I can finish off the Centurion, or I can finish off the Dragon. The Dragon's a heavy, so we're going to take the Dragon, actually. It's a tough machine to fit out, but I think I can make it work. And the Trebuchet... That's where I grab the second part to. What am I doing? 2 pieces. Okay, all 3 pieces of the Dragon, which I don't need. Did a weird bit of sorting there. That's why I grabbed the wrong thing. Holy moly. Actually, the other thing I should also be checking. What else is in here? Stability damage. Ooh, that ++ medium laser is very tempting. Here's how you know you engaged an SRM carrier in battle. Keep going. There we go. Okay, yep. There's the last one. Pages on pages of SRM-6s. And ammo, too. All the SRM-6 ammo in the world you can want. Just going to dilute the salvage I get out of this somewhat, because I know the game's going to screw me over on that. I get a Dragon, a Trebuchet, and I can pick up 1 more to finish off something. Believe it or not, I'm going to grab the Jenner, because that finishes off a 3rd mech. 3 mechs, 1 battle. All thanks to those lovable turrets. Oh, boy. I don't think harebrained schemes realize just how broken that mission is when that happens. They really should have done some... included some of these storyline missions, or you know, some of these campaign missions in the beta test. They really did kind of screw themselves a little bit by not doing a little bit of a preview like that in the open beta. The open beta was just all, well, not open beta. It didn't really go open beta. It went, you know, Kickstarter and supporter beta. It never really did that. They were focused more on multiplayer and skirmish mode. Okay, so, yep, the local lord has pledged his house and systems to our service. That's great. More support. But it may not be sustainable. Dun, dun, dun. Because it's really not. We have a small piece of the kingdom here, and holding on to it is going to be difficult. So, help the people. Yep, that's great. I am all for helping the people. They talk about how someone is giving them hardware. Because the directorate here has got way too much powerful equipment for what you would expect to see, so... Meanwhile, Dr. Farah Murad has found something strange on the computer cores. Well, isn't there anything on this ship that isn't strange? But, you know, this is odd, but, you know, Starlink area encryption software really isn't my area of expertise. Oh, boy. We need the archive opened. Well, we're going to have to... whatever's on that drive was sealed away for a reason. Yeah, it was. And, frankly, it's Starlink Data Archive. Of course we should try and open it. We shouldn't let this distract us. Superstition isn't a valid leadership strategy. True. Lady Arano is our client. If she wants to check it out, then that's what we're going to do. Well, frankly, I'm going to play the in-game character thought here. Hell yeah, I'll open it. If it's Starlink anything, you run into it, you open it, and you let it out into the world. You always do that. Alright, well, good news is liberating another house is going to get us the help to decrypt that, a little zip file there that we've got. So after we liberate Smithton, we'll have a little audience with the Lord Croesus. Again, I'm skipping over a lot of the details in the story here, but as her father had intuition about the Argo, that this is potentially valid, but frankly, the dropship itself, or monster ship, or whatever the heck we're calling this thing, because it's not really a dropship since it doesn't land on a planet, I think that's really kind of the secret. This thing is ridiculously overpowered. Okay, and the good news is we now have access to lots of griffins if we want them here. Lots and lots and lots of griffins. Trebuchet, Jenner, Dragon. Oh yeah. Take a look at that. I could care less about Mr. Jenner. You can go away. Trebuchet... I'm gonna hang on to it because it's a good fire support mech. We'll hang on. No. Sorry guys, as much as I love the idea and as painful as it was to wait for this thing to finish up, I don't want to keep the mech around. It needs to go. The fire, it would be pretty amusing to see that in combat, but I can do that in skirmish pretty easily. Every mech you keep in your lineup here is just more money that you're wasting per month, unfortunately. So is it the mothership? Yeah, I guess it kind of a mothership, but really the jump ship's more the mothership at that point. Let's actually refit our trebuchet here. So, you know, we got some good stuff we can throw in here. Let's drop this down to our medium lasers. Percent crit. I'm gonna hold on that for the other designs. I'm gonna save you for that stability damage there. That's gonna help out quite a bit. I could, if I recall correctly, 7 tons versus 10. I could drop the 3 medium lasers and go with an LRM-20 on the outside. But it doesn't leave him with any backup weapons, and it's actually pretty nice to have the extra lasers here. That's pretty much all I can do with him. Or basically what you can also do, because 2 LRM-15s is kind of overkill, what you can do is swap in an SRM-6. That gives me some extra ammo for the LRMs to keep that going in the field longer. And we'll swap in some SRM ammo. Actually, yeah, we'll put that in the arm. Don't need too much of that because I'm not planning to get in real quick. You drop a bit of firepower. What you could do now is swap in an LRM-20. Well, I've got stability is 3 for that one and a stability of 2 for that. Once I get another LRM-20, that's tempting. For the time being, though, what I actually want to do is bounce his armor up. Because he is most likely to get caught short out in the open. And because I've also got that cockpit mod, there we go. Throw that in, decent firepower is mixed, durability is good. I could put jump jets on him too, honestly. But the durability really gives it a bit of an extra edge right now. Range dropped a little bit, but that's because now it's factoring in the SRM ammo here. No, there is no such thing as overkill. There's only open fire and I need to reload. Unfortunately, like MechWarrior 3, I don't have a mobile field base that I can just bring out into the field and have it reload me in the middle of the game. Okay, so you're good. The Thunderbolt is what I would want to add the medium lasers to, so let's take care of you real quick. Medium laser. 50% crit is going to go in that arm. So we got a nice powerful weapon there. Anything else I want to add in? No, got all the SRMs taken care of. You can't mount ballistics. Nothing there, and nothing for heat sinks. Got it.
Logged and noted.
Let's get our Centurion repaired. And the Shadowhawk repaired. We're about refitting those guys, so I've got 2 mechs I could technically run right now if I wanted to. Actually, this won't take that long to take care of. Hey, look at that! I can last the better part of 8 months in the field right now.
This is an all-ship announcement. There's something very wrong with the gin we picked up on Lyerton. If you have any, please dispose of it immediately. And for everyone's sake, don't drink it.
I don't know if you guys caught that. There is something very wrong with some gin that we picked up on Lyerton. If you have it, please dispose it. And don't drink it. Sounds to me like someone might have gotten the coolant in either the coolant mixed up with the alcohol, or they got the sake and aviation fuel mixed up again. Take your pick. Oh, hey, large laser. +5 damage. That's so. Oh, you're gonna do this to me, game. You're gonna do this little trick to me after I put the trebuchet in refit, huh? It'll only take a day to finish.
Available.
Here's the medium laser. We'll grab that one.
New weapon systems available.
Yeah, bad Jin. That's just amusing. Yeah, you have unlimited partial mech salvage on the Griffins. Which is not a bad mech, but like I've shown in game, if you target the right torso on them, forget it. It's done for. There's nothing that you can really do about it. Actually, you had 2 of these?
New weapon systems available.
Yes, please. Yes, please. I will happily take 2 of those. No useful equipment. Okay. Back to Argo. Let's bounce. I just don't want to pay the penalty for having to wait for stuff to kind of kick back in.
Whenever you are.
You can see my costs have now gone up because A, I've got more warriors around, but B, yeah, I'm picking up the improved power conduits, the training module, and now I've got more mechs that are just standing by doing nothing. I've never had to actually adjust the morale down there either. I mean, I suppose you could really could do that. Bathtub and a copper still, yeah, it could be moonshine, but we picked it up on Lyerton, so it's not our moonshine, it's planetary moonshine, I suppose you could say. Moonshine gin, genuinely from a moon, I guess you could call it. Just waiting for that trebuchet to finish. Come on. There you go.
Order you submitted is complete.
Alright, now that we've got everything repaired. SRMs, large lasers, can't do anything more to you. That was the one we want to refit. So did I actually get yeah, there was 2 of those. Ah. That just makes me want to go back to the stock configuration, because that's pretty good. Yeah, I am actually going to go back to stock configuration on this one. Because we can swap that one in. Swap that one in. I'm 3 tons overweight. I'm gonna run out of LRM ammo really quick on this, but that stability damage, that's 15 stability damage potentially per weapon. Not to mention that, but the extra crit chance too. So this is a crit seeker. Of course, it also did require that. Can't really do much about that, but that's okay. Firepower's up, range is good. Okay, Yang, put it back. Put it all back the way it was.
I'll let you know when that's done.
That was... I should have checked the store before I went through the refits. I forgot to do that, and that's why you do that. Alright, the Centurion... Why are you still showing that arm as... What is going on there? No. You get back over here. Why are you saying the arm is screwed up? Armor. Nothing saying repairs needed. No special LRM 5s. Okay. I think game be glitched out there, because... Yeah, there's nothing there to repair. Huh. That's interesting. Yeah, it says there's something going on here. Look at armor, 0 of 65. Don't tell me this is a game bug. Yeah, you know, again, LRM ammo with that sort, with a trebuchet, it's really not a design that you're supposed to keep. I mean, like something Wasted was saying last night in his stream was, you know, why do they have these mechs set up the way they are when you could just potentially, you know, you want them all within one range. And that works, but it removes a lot of your tactical flexibility. You know, like I can take a mech like the Shadowhawk here, and I can move from long-range fire into a short-range support role pretty easily. What I'm thinking about doing here is actually scrapping this LRM-5 and the LRM-10. Is that 7 tons, and I can get that extra stability damage for the same tonnage. So let's do that. And we've got that done. So that's a good long-range support mech now. And then once it's done, it just closes in like we've been doing in AC2 and medium laser. It's got the armor to survive. I like that. Glitch was here.
I'll get it in schedule.
Okay, I see. Yeah, glitched the mech. Got it. And the dragon. Oh, what do we do with... It's not what we do with a drunken dragon. That doesn't exactly work.
This is an all-ship announcement. It's time for another team-building movie night. Tonight's selection is a big hit in the combat. STG's The Attack of the Polymer-Coated Man. Attendance is mandatory, so we'll see you there.
Mandatory morale-building exercise. Attack at the polycarbonate-coated... Some sort of movie announcement that they had, and it seemed like a very unlikely movie. What I'm thinking about here is... I don't really like doing an AC-20 on the Dragon. The armor, it's got it, but it's just a little...
Dr. Murad, my terminal is on the fritz again. I'm looking at a blue screen with a couple of wavy lines.
Have you tried hitting it with something? No. I'm on my way.
5 tons to fit that. Not really good enough. So I could do that, or I could slot in an AC-2. That's 6 tons. I don't have enough for that. I've got the missile slots here. Yeah, you generally do not want to put the ammo in the head. I usually just try to put it in the location with the weapon, because if it's the only ammo it's got and it goes off and it takes the weapon, I don't really care. I mean, it's not like it's going to be recoverable anyways with the way the rules work. The large laser I just can't fit. What do we got for missiles left here? I've got that. I kind of want to have that long-range support, so let's do LRM-5 there. The medium laser in the arm, for the time being, and let's put a little bit of LRM ammo over in the right torso. So that way, if I lose the if the LRM ammo goes off, I don't lose my AC-20. What do you think, guys? Should I go with this for a little bit? Well, it's not really a glass cannon. It's still a pretty good dragon at this point. Kind of redistributes off of the LRM-10 that was there, and definitely ups the short-range efficiency. Even the range isn't too bad there. Didn't really impact that much of the design of this mech. And the blue screen with wavy lines. I've lost the bleeps, I've lost the creeps, and I've lost the sweeps. The what? The what? The what? You know the bleeps. And the creeps. That's not all he's lost. Okay, let's confirm that design. That's gonna take 7 days to get done.
Logged and noted.
Let's see. Trebuchet, Shadowhawk, manage. You're back up there. Trebuchet, Dragon. I think that's a pretty good setup for our next Lance. I might even... It's tempting to actually retire this Shadowhawk. You know, kind of the mixed bag one here. I mean, I don't really get a decent launcher back out of it. I get a great SRM-6 launcher that I might be able to repurpose somewhere. Yeah, I can put that. Okay, yep. That's what we're doing. Scrap. Well, store the Shadowhawk and modify the Thunderbolt. Let's drop that and add... See, the thing is, I'm not really that worried about ammo on these guys. I try to keep enough of the lasers around to still be of use on the battlefield. In fact, what I'm actually going to do is swap out this laser while I'm at it. Take the increased damage actually over the accuracy because I'm going to be getting better gunners in... Well, actually, my only good gunners are going in the Thunderbolt at this point, so I don't really have to worry about that too much. So, stability damage off the SRM-6 now. Got some extra range damage, and I've got a close-in fighter, and I've got a trebuchet that is going to absolutely murder anything on the battlefield from long range, I suspect. Or at least knock it down pretty quickly. Let's bring you up. And while we wait for those to finish off, let's look at our hiring hall. Who do we got? Sea Lion, Vengeance, Payday, Overheat.
Standing by.
Don't know. And my barracks are full, by the way, too, so I can't pull anyone in right now. I'd have to add another cargo pod, or another one of the habitat pods. I don't know if I would actually want a warrior whose name is Overheat. I'm not exactly sure what kind of behind-the-scenes stuff that they would do with that. I don't understand it. My mech just overheated and started dropping damage left and right. All I did was just turn it on. Alright. I don't think there's anything more on this planet. Let's get the heck out of here. Lost hair. That's a recovery mission. Or we can take the bait. We gotta wait for this to spin. And I think what I'm gonna do there, since I've got about 10 minutes left before the 4-hour mark, is actually end this before the 4-hour mark. So hopefully the VOD actually goes up with all the pieces intact on it. What I will probably do is I probably won't do a Aftermath episode this week because we're ending it in a nice quiet little spot. Everything is kind of all set except for... I don't think I took care of my mech warriors. Let's do a quick rundown here.
Standing by.
Yep, I did not take care of the mech warriors. Let's do that real quick. Evasion versus overheat threshold. Overheat
Training
threshold.
complete.
Every time.
Receiving
For the time being, at least. Let's see. Dita has not been out lately. Decker. Got my choice. I can go for that, the extra health, or the indirect fire penalty.
Emergency cleanup crew at the half-pod 2 barracks. Bring mops, ammonia, and a cartload of rags.
Nope, we're gonna hold off on that so we can get the ace pilot benefit there.
Good to go.
Glitch, you cannot get anything currently.
Yep.
Produces just, he got a little bit of XP there.
Orders.
Ready with a little bit.
Ready for orders.
Tailgate with a little bit. Tugboat, not really able to do much here at the moment. So, yep, we'll be doing that. As for tomorrow, Admiral Seville, I don't know what Wasted has planned. I suspect what we're probably going to be doing is more of uncooperative survival and probably working a little more on the base. I still got some work to do on the underside of it, and we still have the need to bring in some more drones for setting up the museum, so I suspect that will always be kind of a little bit of an ongoing mission that we have. It's a little easier now that we have the Thugboat back in line, so at least the Thugboat and Electric Banana can take care of things that are going on for now. I don't know how that's going to turn out with Lucas's new cloning script, because unfortunately the cloning mechanism and the anti-theft thoughts I had for it have already been proven out to not work. So that's actually in a comment on one of the potential Thugboat replacements that I had out there. But yeah, I'm expecting that even if we don't do anything like uncooperative survival, we'll still probably do something. There's always the dreadnought that we have on the holodeck that we could finish off. We might, I don't know, we might potentially lay down the keel for a new large ship. You know, we've only just refitted the trade surplus to do mining, so there's lots of stuff that we can still do, even though Tex will not be around tomorrow. So definitely tune in tomorrow night over on Wasted's channel for that, and I will catch you guys later.